comes up with the ball. But there's a lot of bodies in that pile.
He did.
And Trotter's just wrestling for the football, and he seems to come away with it.
All right, we are back
Here
from another Hyde. Packers fumble the opening kickoff. It's under review.
It was first grasped by the Packers. This is a key. Here is one kickoff into the game, and we are in the midst of a key review. Now, as we look, the Packers seem to have it.
Yeah.
Whether it was still alive when Trot Jr. ripped it away, we can't tell.
I tell you what, they're taking too long.
They are.
Nixon, one of their top defensive backs, but
Here
also a returner.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
It stands. Play was not blown dead. So here are the Birds, 1st and 10. Football at the Packers' 28-yard line.
See, that little details, and I talked about that on the start. Little details like that, getting in that pile and just fighting, because you don't know how these things are going to end up. But Trotter Jr. just fighting to get that football away, and he does.
They go double tight to begin. Slot to the near side of the field. They go with the pistol. Hurts. Back. In the gun and right behind him, Saquon Barkley. 1st and 10. Packers jumping around. Motion on 1st down. It goes to Barkley. Up the middle he goes. He's at the 25, 20. On his feet, spinning at the 15. Down to the 13 goes Saquon Barkley. What a start for this football team.
Yeah, what a job by this offensive line. And Barkley just taking his time, picking his way through, getting in behind Jordan Mailata. Once he worked his way over to Mailata, he's got a nice alley to the left side.
The Eagles in the Deborah Heart Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. 16 yards for Barkley in his first touch. Now Corey Blasingame comes in as a fullback. They're set in a under center this time as Hurts. Motion to the near side of the field. It's an eye under formation. Again, it goes to Barkley. Barkley goes no place this time. Maybe picks up a yard where he's hugged by T.J. Slayton. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, much better job by Green Bay this time, just making a wall in the middle of that offensive line and just not giving any space for Saquon.
It will be 2nd down and 9. Eagles can pick up a 1st down at the 2-yard line. Hurts lines them up. 3 receivers to the far side. Goddard to the near side. Hurts in the gun with Barkley to his right. On 2nd down, Hurts drops, steps up. He's looking. He's rolling. He's back. Still looking. And he is firing for the end zone. Touchdown! Wide open. Touchdown. And it goes to Johan Johnson.
This is the offensive line. They do such a great job here, Merrill, of keeping the pocket, and Jalen Hurts can just work his way around the pocket, take his time, read a paper, and look to the back of the end zone. He finally sees Jahan Dotson running down the back end line, and he zips it in, and it's a missile.
And his first touchdown as an Eagle. Here is the extra point. Eagles draw first blood. But how about that protection? How about time?
This was all about the protection. He has all day.
Ball is spotted. Kick is up. The kick is good. A touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. Timeout on the field with the score. Birds 7. Packers just waking up on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Really boring since 1865. On 94 WIP.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. It's time for intelligent design, plus exciting performance. Get a new vehicle you'll love. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Who's the man in a white plumbing van?
Roto-Rooter Man.
Who's the dude who clears your drain of food?
Roto-Rooter Man.
guy to keep your basement dry?
He's the Roto-Rooter man.
Who's your friend for a pipe on the man?
Roto-Rooter man.
If plumbing, drain, or water cleanup are the plan, better call your Roto-Rooter man. Roto-Rooter, we put water where it should be.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain.
Working too hard to give you a heart attack.
You want to become good? Work. Laying at Sweet 16s, parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs.
First record I remember buying was Time Out by Dave Brubeck.
Flabbergasted by that album, how good that was. You know the song Wipeout? I just adapted it to the piano.
The Billy Joel Channel is back on Sirius XM for a limited time. Channel 79 and the Sirius XM app.
Sports Grid Radio on Sirius XM has you covered this NFL season.
Wildcard Weekend wraps up with a Monday night matchup between the Rams and the Vikings. This game has been moved from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles to Glendale, Arizona due to the wildfires in California. The Vikings now sit as a 2.5-point favorite. Make sure you tune in to Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the latest.
The place to get the winning edge over the sports books this football season is Sports Grid Radio.
All right, chat. So that didn't take long. That did not take long. The Eagles, after getting that turnover by the Packers on the opening kickoff, converted into a touchdown. Hurts to Dotson, 11-yard touchdown. And here we go. Packers now will try to have their first possession of the game. The first official one, anyway.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is how you win. You create a turnover on the kickoff return to open the game, and a couple of plays later, a strike is thrown from Hurts to Dotson, and the Eagles are up 7-0. And here we are with 13:21 to go in the opening quarter, and Jake Elliott kicking off again. Elliott kicks it. It is high. Keyshawn Nixon tracks it, comes back from the 1-yard line, out to the 10, 15, 20, giving ground, trying to get to the sideline. He can, and he is thrown down at the 24-yard line. Very, very good coverage on that play, and the man coming up with the tackle was none other than Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah, really good job by the entire special teams unit, because Trotter makes him run laterally, and he just runs into the area of Kenny Gainwell, and he gets him on the ground. Just very good coverage by that unit.
You know, Mike, you talk about turnovers, and during the season, both of these teams have been very, very good.
During the run, holding, return team, number 86, 10-yard penalty from the end of the play, first down.
What a start for the Packers. On the season, the Packers were plus 12 in turnover differential. Yep. The Eagles plus 11. So if you count this as an extra game, they're tied, both teams. Plus 12. Oh, no, actually, the Eagles are up plus 12, and the Packers are plus 11, because they lose one right there. At any rate, first and 10, Green Bay, the ball on the 13-yard line, moving left to right. Eagles up 7-0. Love lines them up. Single setback. Josh Jacobs, one of the best at carrying the football and breaking tackles of the season, averaging 5 yards a carry. And the gun goes Love. He's loading up. He's firing, and it's almost intercepted. It was intended for Dontavius Wicks, and it was wide, and it was very, very close to being picked off by Gardner Johnson.
Interesting. So Wicks is running an over route or a crossing route, and Quinyon Mitchell is following him in man coverage across the field, but on the back end, looks like they're playing more zone, and there's a big opportunity for Gardner Johnson. He just overruns the ball.
It is second down and 10. 7-0 Eagles. Football at the 13. Shotgun. Motion to the far side of the field. Handoff goes underneath, and there's nothing there for Josh Jacobs. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. It is Nolan Smith containing him after 2 yards.
They're going to show you a lot of eye candy, a lot of movement pre-snap, a lot of misdirection, but everybody's in place right here, and Nolan Smith makes the play. They're starting this Vic Fangio with a lot of five-man front. Both of these plays, he's bringing down Zach Bond to add that extra guy to stop the run game.
3rd and 8 from the 15. This is a very big play for the Eagles. If they can shut them down 1, 2, 3, they're already up 7-0. Back goes Love. He's looking downfield. He is hit. He gets away from two men. He loads up. He goes downfield again and just throws it away. He was almost sacked back at the 5-yard line with the pass rush from Milton Williams. He gets rid of it, but just throws it out of bounds.
And Merrill, Milton Williams gets a hit on him. He's shaking his head because he knows that should have been a sack, but it's 3 and out.
That 3 and out, sponsored by Modern Group, your trusted supplier across the tri-state area for all your construction, arbors, material handling, and standby power equipment needs. Visit moderngroup.com for more information.
And that's not booing you here. That's because Cooper is back to return, and that's the crowd serenading Cooper.
Daniel Whalen to punt for the Packers. He gets it away. It is a high, deep spiral. DeJean looks up. He takes it. He's hit. He's dropped immediately. That was pretty dangerous because their gunner, Bo Milton, was coming down fast, and DeJean did not call for a fair catch. The Eagles' first offensive stop is brought to you by Plumbers Union, Local 690, protecting the health of the nation. Visit plumber690.org. There is a timeout on the field with the score 7-0 Eagles on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
It's time to cut your old point-of-sale system and revolutionize your business with PDQ POS. Joe Flynn and his team at PDQ have been the industry leader.
All right, chat, I am getting serious blowout vibes here. Serious blowout vibes. The Packers do nothing with that possession. This Eagles defense is flying to the football. And I don't know. I think this thing could be over quick. The Packers did earlier in the season a couple times come back from down big, but I don't know. I'm getting serious blowout vibes in this game. COO, you leave that little dog alone. He's sleeping. He's taking a nap. He has a rough life. No, he has not. Anyway, subscribe if you're new. Give the video a like. I don't know if we'll recover from being hidden so early in this one as well, but we're going to try. Currently 21 likes and about 700 views. Thank you so much. Back to it, y'all. Back to it. Packers versus Eagles.
Hall of Famer, and they all live in one.
Oh, you can't play that. The music in the background of that commercial gets you a copyright warning every time. Boom, 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 boom.
About our exclusive
right,
Sirius XM channel.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup. Every hour of every day, we're going to bring you the best comedy from some of the best and our favorite comedians.
Like Nate Borgazzi, Dusty Slay, and Leanne Morgan, just to name a few.
By the way, she owes me money.
And we each host our own shows every week.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup.
Sirius XM 97. Your home for great.
I actually think that should be the best game of the night, Everett. I like Baker Mayfield's moxie, and you also got Daniels for the Commanders. So I think that's going to be cool. We'll see, though.
Couldn't have asked for a better start. And now they have a 1st and 10 moving right to left, starting at their own 35-yard line. Johnson and Smith go wide to the far side. Brown to the near side. Barkley to the left of Hurts. On 1st down, motion to the near side of the field. Hurts takes the snap. He feeds Barkley, who stutter steps and plows forward for just a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Enagbari and Clark made the stop. It is 2nd and 7.5. Slot to the far side. A.J. Brown to the near side. Hurts in the gun. On 2nd down, he fakes. He's back. He looks. He fires. Diving reception. Or is it? Yes. A.J. Brown catches it inches from the ground, and they'll move the chains after a 10-yard gain.
He's actually on the ground, and when he stops to try and come back to make his move, his feet go out from under him, but he makes the catch.
On 1st down, again, the give goes to Barkley, and he crawls forward to midfield.
I think both these teams, we're going to see some of that no-huddle, that tempo type of offense, and certainly the Eagles like to do it. They wanted to make sure that that play wasn't reviewed on the outside to A.J.
I think he had
it. Was smart.
Well, at any rate, it wasn't reviewed. It is a first down. The Eagles now have a 2nd down and 9 at their own 49-yard line. Calcaterra in the game. Goddard comes out. Hurts with Barkley to his right. Slot to the near side. Lone receiver to the far side. Hurts backpedals. He looks. He fires to the near side, and it is caught by Calcaterra. Short gain, but he snatched it in before it went out of bounds up at the Packers' 47-yard line, a 4-yard pickup.
The Packers really want to play 2 deep coverage. They want to keep their safeties back and try to avoid giving up the big play. The Eagles have to take advantage using their tight end, especially in the middle of the field.
Dotson and Smith to the far side. Barkley and Brown to the near side. Empty backfield for Hurts. It is 3rd and 5. Motion. Barkley. Hurts takes the snap. He looks towards Barkley. He fires out to Barkley, who tries to give ground, and he can't get any place because the Packers' Javon Bullard was right over there and had him dead to rights.
Well, it's a really good play in theory, but when you've got Devontae Smith out and he's trying to get a block, when a defender has a full head of steam, he just can't hold up.
That was Bullard who really made a good, solid tackle on the play.
Well, he runs right through Devontae Smith, and it makes it easy then to get to Saquon Barkley, get bodies around him to make the stop.
In the punt, Brayton Mann. In the return, Jaden Reed standing at the 10. Another dangerous returner. 7-0 Eagles, 9:22 to go in the first quarter. Here is the punt. It is end over end. Backing up is Reed. He gets out of the way, and it bounces into the end zone. Timeout on the field with the score. 7-0 Eagles on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP. Whether the third down pressure is on or off, our team plays to win. That's why PNC is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network and why they're committed to moving your finances across the goal line. It may sometimes seem boring, but your team understands that a solid game plan can overcome any challenge, because whether it's football or money.
All right, chat. So the Eagles don't do nothing with that possession, really. A couple first downs, and then they punted it back to the Packers, right? But 7-0 Eagles, so the blowout is delayed. The blowout is delayed for now. Summer Obe says the Rams are going to veto the Vikings. Rams are going to veto the Vikes. We will see. We will see. What is it? Just a little over 24 hours from now. Just a little over 24 hours from now, we will see. But we busted 200 in the chat after being hidden again, and man, this getting hidden stuff is frustrating. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm not going to lie at all. Whoever this is that's doing this, reporting this channel, is less than a man. Less than a man. I wish I could meet you face to face. But obviously likely a hater that, his channel, his or her channel can't get any kind of traction. And so they've decided to focus on me and get me hidden while, channels that are doing the exact same thing, playing the audio, just like me, have, thousands in their chat and are not getting hidden. So that tells me it's not an entity. It is a individual or individuals that are doing it. And it's extremely frustrating, y'all. I'm not going to lie. It's extremely frustrating. All I want to do is compete on a level playing field. So bring it on. Bring it on. I'm not going to give up. I'll restart this thing 20 times if I have to. But to the hater, you can eat a hot dog. Let's get back to it, y'all.
Later, Hurts to Johan Dotson. Right now, 1st and 10 Packers at their own 20. In the backfield is Chris Brooks. Motion. Just Jacobs comes in and takes the handoff. It doesn't matter. He picks up a couple of yards, and the Eagles are not fooled at all. Nakobe Dean is there to make the stop. Just a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, Nakobe Dean triggers so quickly when he recognizes that it's run. They're going to have that lead blocker in there, so he goes in right away, and he tries to take out the lead blocker. And I think the Packers are going to come out with an injured player.
I think it's Jenkins. I think it is. Elston Jenkins.
But Vic Fangio coming into this game, he knows that they've got to make sure that first they stop the run. So the first possession, he comes with this 5-man front. And even here in the second possession, right away these guys are triggering from the second level downhill, getting to the line of scrimmage and trying to limit the run.
Their coach, Matt LaFleur, Mike, is a master of motion. That's what he's known for. He does a lot of that,
yes.
But the Eagles weren't fooled a bit.
Well, he comes from that Shanahan tree as well. And pre-snap, they're going to give you a lot of things to consider. And if you're not disciplined, especially with your eyes, making sure that your eyes are in the right place, you could certainly go wrong.
Travis Glover comes in.
Jenkins, their left guard, ends up getting hurt on this play, and he's headed to the sideline.
It is 2nd and 8 for the Packers.
Or right guard.
In the gun. Love. Motion. Reed. Back goes Love. He looks. He fires. And it is complete, but short of a first down as he gets it to Romeo Dobbs. Dobbs catches it for a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, but very, very tight coverage on the outside by the young rookie Quinyon Mitchell. Something he's done all season long.
It is 3rd and 2. You also have to watch out for Love because Jordan Love can run. Slots to either side. Motion to the near side of the field and Reed. Love putting his hands to his ears. Takes the snap. He's back. He fires to the near side of the field. And he's got a first down to Tucker Kraft, the tight end, up across the 35-yard line to the 38. Slay in coverage, but too much pushing.
Yeah, and Slay's out there, and he's the only one. Slay's looking deep, and no one's really covering the flat on this play. It's really a blown coverage somewhere between Cooper DeJean and Slay.
1st and 10. Packers moving for the first time in this game. 7-0 Eagles. We've played 8 minutes in the first quarter. And the gun is low. Slot to the near side. Low receiver to the far side. Motion. Reed. Handoff goes inside to Jacobs. And Jacobs moves the pile, but only for a couple of yards. He's a hard runner, but the Eagles are meeting him with equal strength.
Yeah, and they primarily like to run Jacobs between the tackles. Now, when they want to get out on the perimeter, they're going to use Jaden Reed. They're going to use some of their speed guys in the jet sweep and try and get guys on the perimeter. But with Jacobs, it's primarily between the two tackles.
It is 2nd down and 6. The only area where he is ahead of Saquon Barkley is yards after contact, and just slightly. It is 2nd down and 6. Under center this time is Love. He goes with a quick pitch to Jacobs. He breaks a tackle, and he's down at the line of scrimmage. There's nothing there. He could have been thrown for a loss, but Nolan Smith lasted him anyhow after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Nakobe Dean shoots the gap here and does a fantastic job of recognizing and getting into their backfield. But Jacobs breaks a lot of tackles. He breaks away from that one and now gives the Packers a 3rd and short.
It is 3rd and 4. They have to get across their own 48 for a first down. 6:21 to go in the quarter. Chris Brooks in the backfield. They go trips left. Lone receiver to the near side of the field. And the gun is low. Stamps his foot. Takes the snap. Here comes the rush. He's rolling. He's tackled. Sacked by Smith. Nolan Smith got him all the way back at the 30.
I don't think Jordan Love is used to the type of speed that Nolan Smith brings to the game. Now, he rolls out, and he thinks he's going to be able to get away from the pass rush, but it's the speed of Nolan Smith that gets to him and takes him down for a loss.
Boy, does he have speed. To think people last year were wondering if he were a wasted draft pick in the first round.
He just needed to grow up.
That's it. acclimate himself to this level of play. In the punt is Whalen. DeJean to return. The punt is high. DeJean looks up, comes forward, catches it at the 18, takes it to the 20, comes to the 30, and that is it. But a pickup of 12 yards on the return. That sack sponsored by Verizon. For every sack this postseason, Verizon will donate $500 to the Travis Manion Foundation. Get to your local Verizon store today. Philadelphia Eagles powered by Verizon. There's a timeout on the field with the score. 7-0 Eagles on the Eagles Radio Network. Presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Merrill Reese. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Philly area Verizon store.
Some things in life are meant for each other, like salt and pepper, bacon and mushrooms, or you and the all-new Wendy's Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger. Now, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, does bacon go with mushrooms? And the answer is, they do now. So if you want crispy, crunchy, cheesy, juicy, shroomy, and garlic spready, then you and the Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger are meant to be. For mushroomy, bacony goodness, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only.
Are you ready to thrive in 2025? Kickstart your personal upgrade on the SiriusXM app with our collection of top self-improvement podcasts.
The Mel Robbins Podcast.
The Ramsey Show.
Ask Eliza anything.
Soundtracks for meditation.
Learn and grow on a daily basis.
Genre-spanning workout channels and more.
Soul Cycle Radio.
I work out. Just search 2025 on the SiriusXM app.
A new era of the college football playoff is here, and you can hear every play, every touchdown, and every unbelievable moment on SiriusXM College Sports Radio.
Caught on a spinning move in the end zone.
With exclusive pregame analysis and in-depth postgame breakdowns, we're your ultimate destination for playoff action all month long.
At the 10, at the 5, into the end zone!
Don't miss a second of the college football playoff right here on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, channel 84 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Up the middle, touchdown!
You're listening to SiriusXM.
Tomorrow morning on WIP.
5:19 remaining in the opening quarter. 7-0 Eagles, 1st and 10 Birds. Ball at their own 30, moving right to left. So far, Hurts shows no signs of rust. 4 for 4 throwing the football. He's in the gun. Slot to the near side. 2 receivers stacked to the far side. Barkley to the right of Hurts. On first down, he slips it to Barkley, tries to sweep. He's across the 35, cuts back at the 40, and comes almost to the 48-yard line. Brought down by Walker, but a pickup of 17.
Yeah, and he's getting good blocks down the field, and that's so important. He's such a smart runner, Merrill. He follows the big guys. It's the center, Cam Jurgens, that snaps, pulls out to the left side. He gets in behind Cam, but he's also got A.J. down the field, getting a block, along with Dixon. These guys know how to block on the perimeter.
5 carries, 38 yards for Saquon. 1st and 10 at their own 47. Hurts again in the gun, slot to the far side of the field. This time, Hurts keeps. Hurts rolls. Hurts picks up a first down and more and slides down across the Packers 40 all the way at the 42. Got a good block from A.J. Brown.
I don't see much rust now, I have to tell you. But this is one where Jalen Hurts pulls and he gets out on the perimeter. He gets a really good block, as you said, from A.J. You don't get big runs unless you've got wide receivers that are willing to block, get downfield. You don't have to knock people over, but you do have to get in their way.
What he's saying to the Packers is, I may be coming back from concussion protocol, but the run is still in my repertoire. 1st and 10, ball at the Green Bay 38. Motion, Jahan Dotson. Hurts gives to Barkley. Barkley looks for running room. He goes cartwheeling down at the 35-yard line. Evan Williams was there to stop him after a 3-yard gain. 3:44 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 Eagles.
And they're giving them a lot of variety in their run game. right now they're able to get out on the perimeter when the center snaps the ball. Cam Jurgens, he's pulling out one side or the other and leading the interference for the running back.
Kellen Moore has put together some game plan. In comes Kenny Gainwell. Hurts lines him up at a 2nd down and 7. Ball at the Packers 35. Play action. Pass out in the flat. And running with it this time is Goddard. And he is pulled down shy of the 30. Not much there. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 or 3. Edgerrin Cooper made the stop. He's a very solid linebacker.
He's one of their many good linebackers that have a lot of speed.
Packers almost jumped, but they get back. Hurts comes up, says something to Jurgens, moves back into the shotgun with Gainwell to his left. He goes trips right. It is 3rd down and 3. 2.5 to go in the opening quarter. Handoff goes Gainwell, and Gainwell lurches forward and has the 1st down.
I love the pre-snap communication. He gets to the line of scrimmage. He looks over the defense. He understands where they're going to be. He resets his offense. He calls the play. And the guys in the middle, the bigs, they just create enough room for Kenny Gainwell to pick up the 1st down.
It is 1st and 10 Birds at the Packers 26. 7-0 Eagles. They go with a pistol formation with Gainwell behind Hurts. Hurts to Gainwell, and Gainwell is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a yard, but he runs into Edgerrin Cooper, which is never a good thing. 2nd down and 8.
He just needed to hang with Mekhi Becton a little bit more. And when the ball is snapped, Mekhi Becton pulls from the right side, from the backside of the play out to the left. And I think if he hangs with Mekhi just a little bit longer, he sees a lot more daylight.
Barkley back in. 2nd down and 8. They're at the Packers 23.5. Hurts lines them up. They're in an eye under formation. Paris Campbell in the game. They go with the fullback this time. Hurts back. He's looking. He fires. He completes it for another 1st down, and this time it is Devontae Smith.
Oh, clockwork. Just beautiful timing, ball placement. The ball comes out as he's turning on the out cut, and he just locates it in the air. Another 1st down.
15 yards. Eagles in the Deborah Hart Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. 1st and 10. Birds driving. They're outside the Packers' 14-yard line. They take Goddard and A.J. Brown to the far side. Slot to the near side. Barkley to the left of Hurts. 1st and 10. Last minute of play in quarter number 1. Hurts backpedals, looks, fires, incomplete in the direction of Dotson, who was well covered on the play, and so was the pressure coming in on Hurts.
Yes, pretty good throwaway. The Packers have 7 guys lined up at the line of scrimmage showing blitz. And the smart thing to do here, and it's so hard to figure out where everyone's coming from. He throws this one away, and it's the right throwaway.
9 runs, 6 passes so far for the Birds.
Many times they'll put those 7 guys, 6 guys at the line of scrimmage, and they'll just back off into covers. That time, they were bringing them.
Dotson and Brown to the far side. Smith and Goddard to the near side. Motion Smith in the gun. Hurts. He's back. He's looking. He is rolling. He's being chased. He's going to look and throw the football away down the right side of the field. He was being chased. He gave it a long run, but was not going to put the ball in harm's way.
I still like the job the offensive line is doing. Now, he didn't have a receiver break open right away in the early part of the down, so he has to come out of the pocket. But the offensive line, they're giving him the necessary time.
1 for 2 on 3rd downs. They go trips right. Right to left is Smith, Brown, and Dotson. Goddard to the near side. Hurts with Barkley to his left. Hurts is back. Here comes the rush. He lets it go, and it's incomplete. May have been knocked down at the line of scrimmage, but it's incomplete.
Good decision right here. He's trying to set up a screen to the left side to Saquon Barkley, but they get through so quickly, there's no time to even set up the screen. It's an all-out blitz.
Jake Elliott in for the short field goal. The ball will be spotted at the 21-yard line. So let's see if Jake Elliott can get the playoff started on the right foot. 31-yard attempt to put the Eagles up 10-0. Ball is spotted. The kick is away, and the kick is perfect. 10-0 Eagles. There's another $500 donation for the local Chevrolet dealers Kids for Kids program, benefiting the Child Life Education and Creative Arts Therapy Department at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Join the Eagles Kids Club and score yourself a new limited edition Eagles backpack. By signing up, you'll also unlock exclusive events, contests, and more. Learn more at PhiladelphiaEagles.com/Kids Club.
Well, it looks like Jake is still in rhythm. This is one of the things that I wanted to see coming into this game. Opportunities for Jake Elliott, because you know that games are at some point are going to come down to Jake Elliott, and you want to make sure that he has the confidence that he needs, and he's in rhythm. He appears to be in rhythm.
And Jake is kicking off. The deep man, even though he fumbled the first time, still has to concern you. That's Nixon. Keyshawn Nixon, very dangerous. 19 seconds to go in the opening quarter. This one is high. Nixon goes over and tracks it. Takes it at the 5, out to the 10, the 15, 20. He tries to cut outside, but he's upended as he cut back inside by Do Everything, Mr. Do Everything, Nolan Smith.
He is doing a little bit of everything.
Boy, he's good.
Yeah, he is a good football player. And a lot of these guys, you know, they come into the league and you don't see who they are until they've had a few years, and you can certainly see that he is maturing. And a lot of these guys, I look at the Green Bay roster, they've got a lot of those young Georgia players too, who are part of that championship team. 1st and 10 for the Packers. Ball at their own 30. Motion to the near side of the field. It's another running play and another stop by the Eagles as Josh Jacobs is pushing and shoving but getting nowhere as we come to the end of the first quarter with the score. The Eagles up 10-0 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Eagles fans, Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Are you dealing with ongoing aches and pains? The physical therapist at NovaCare will help keep you active and doing the things you love. They have more than 200 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey. Visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment today. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trust NovaCare, so can you. Experience the power of physical therapy.
What's on the menu for football season? Pork, of course. Get ready for game day with Hatfield and put some pork on your fork. Elevate your kickoff cuisine and halftime feast with Hatfield's winning lineup of marinated pork tenderloins, pork loin fillets, ground pork and sausage, bacon and ham. Whether you're the tailgate king or gridiron gourmet, Hatfield helps you savor the taste of victory. Visit simplyhatfield.com for play-by-play menu inspiration. Find your flavor with Hatfield.
Dr. Radio! From health and healing to breakthroughs in the lab, a world of expertise with understandable vocab. Doctors on the air with answers and care. Just a phone call away. They're always prepared. From the heart to the brain, every ache and pain, Dr. Radio's the name that's gonna keep you sane. Where science meets life, it's the perfect blend. From sunrise to night, the knowledge doesn't end.
Hey, Deborah, how are you doing? I'm doing better now.
Dr. Radio! Your health's best friend. Sirius XM Channel 110.
This is Dave LaGreca from SiriusXM's Busted Open, and I love pro wrestling. And so do you. And that's why I'm bringing it to you every day on the Busted Open podcast. Join me in a cast of pro wrestling Hall of Famers for reactions, insights, and interviews with the biggest names. Plus, weekly sessions all about their decades of wrestling expertise that we call the Masters Class. Download Busted Open now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcast.
You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown! On Sirius XM.
UIP. 7-0 Eagles is that beautiful full moon shines down on Lincoln Financial Field. Today's stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865.
Well, I don't see the rush. Jalen Hurts has connected on 6 of his 9 passes for 39 yards, one of them being a touchdown. Barkley, 6 carries for 41 yards to this point.
And, Mike, they're holding Jacobs to under 3 yards a carry. 1st and 10. Cowboy. The Packers line up in the gun. In the gun is Love. Motion to the near side of the field. Love backpacks. He looks. Going deep down the far side of the field. And it
Slay
is
took it.
incomplete. And
Slay
it is
took
Slay.
it.
Slay takes it into the end zone. How about that?
So Love wants to load up. The Eagles are playing Merrill their 5-man front, so a single coverage on the outside, and Love knows that he's got one-on-one. He tries to get it downfield to his fastest target, and Slay is running stride for stride with him. Big play, Slay takes it away.
He really did. I thought the receiver was in perfect position, and magically he pulled it away.
So Wicks is in perfect position, but Slay plays the ball much better than Dontavian Wicks plays it.
He did, just took it right out of his breadbasket.
That's why they call him Big Play.
That's the 2nd turnover of the game.
That's why they call him Big Play.
That's what they call him. He doesn't want you to call him Darius.
That's not his name.
It's Big Play. It is 1st and 10 Eagles, the ball at the 22, moving left to right, up 10-0. Under center this time is Hurts. He gives it off inside, and Barkley picks up a couple of yards, maybe 3. Cooper makes the stop. How about that? 2 turnovers on the opening kickoff and on that deep pass. And that pass was there, but just a marvelous play by Slay, who took it out of his breadbasket.
Yeah, and when Wicks started to react to the ball, that's why A.J. plays with such late hands so often. When Wicks started to locate the ball, react to the ball, Slay did as well.
It is 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. Hurts puts Smith in motion on 2nd down. Hurts is back. He's looking. Here comes the rush. He's going to run. He comes across the 30, and he has a 1st down at the 35, and there's a penalty flag on the far side of the field. I think it's against the Eagles.
The play may stand. I thought Green Bay jumped off sides. Oh no, it's backing. They're backing it up.
Offense, number 6, 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
No, it's on the Eagles.
I thought Bullard jumped the snap count, and maybe Devontae reacted to that, but I thought Bullard coming off the edge jumped the snap count.
I think he did, and I think they missed it. I saw the same thing you did. It is 2nd down and 12 for the Eagles back at the 20. They lead 10-0 early in the 2nd quarter. Hurts lines them up. 3 receivers to the near side. Lone receiver to the far side. Hurts into a long count. Has Barkley to his left. Hurts backpedals. He's looking. He has time now. He's being chased. Fires. He completes it, and it's incomplete. It is incomplete. Intended on the near side of the field to Goddard, and the ball was underthrown.
I think they're going to try and protect their cornerbacks against these receivers by rolling the safeties over the top, and the tight ends have to have a good game against this defense.
Now, the Eagles are up 10-0, but you want to be pulling away from this team right now.
Yeah, you just want to get into a rhythm. You want to see the offense operating the way the offense is capable of operating.
Calcaterra in motion on the far side of the field. Slot to the near side. Double tight end. Hurts gives it off inside. Running with the football is Barkley, but he will be way short of the 1st down as he gets only as far as the 27-yard line, and he runs into McDuffie. Pickup of 7, but the Eagles will have to punt.
They will crowd the line of scrimmage, the Packers, with multiple players, and generally they just want to rush 4, but they want to have missed assignments by your offensive line, so they want to get guys around the line of scrimmage early.
Man's punt is away. It's a knuckler. Now they're going to hold things up. There's another penalty flag. Let's see about this.
I think it was movement before the snap. Yep.
Ball start. Offense, number 48. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
It's on Blasingame. Corey Blasingame, who was picked up in midseason for special teams and to play fullback. So man will punt again. Deep man is Jaden Reed. He can run. Eagles have been very tight on special teams so far. But you hold your breath when you see guys like Reed. Here is another one. It's a deep punt. Reed backs up and takes it at the 25. Comes to the 30. Looks for running room. Goes to the outside. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. And as advertised, Jaden Reed can run. Braden Mann knocks him out of bounds. But that is a 19-yard punt return. And there is a timeout on the field with the score 10-0 Birds on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Know what's below, because even minor excavation projects like installing a mailbox, building a patio, or putting up a fence can do major damage. Contact 811 before you dig, or visit pa1call.org to submit a locate request to have underground utilities marked.
Dear winter, you're not so treacherous, because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's saying something. So you bring the action, and we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Kick off game day the right way this season with Hers, the snack that's rooted in Philly. They've been a hometown favorite for nearly 8 decades and counting. So when you say they're first team all flavor, you can taste it. Hers runs a deep roster of unbelievable flavors like zesty, sour cream and onion, sweet and smoky honey barbecue, and slightly spicy jalapeno kettle chips. So next Birds game, you can't help but go for 2. Bags, that is. Hers, rooted in flavor.
Hey everybody, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. If you're a racing fan, Dirty Mo Media, they have the ultimate lineup for you, even in the off-season. From NASCAR drivers and crew members to industry insiders, we've got it all. Whether you're tuning in to Herman Schrader, Becoming Earnhardt Season 2, Door Bumper Clear, The Teardown, or even Speed Street for you IndyCar fans. We're covering every angle of motorsports in the off-season. Dirty Mo Media is your home for all things NASCAR now on the SiriusXM app and wherever you get your podcasts.
It's soccer's most thrilling league.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
And now every match is on the SiriusXM app.
Can you believe it?
From the title race.
This is remarkable. Keeps this title charge on track, surely.
To the relegation fight.
The impossible may still be possible.
Hear every English Premier League match on the SiriusXM app and talk about all the EPL drama on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
You're listening to the NFL
Touchdown
on SiriusXM.
On WIP.
The Realist is the marketplace for the most authentic Eagles memorabilia. On a piece of Eagles history from game-worn jerseys to stadium-used seats and more. Shop now at therealist.com/Eagles.
Well, Elton Jenkins never made it back for the Packers offense, and Travis Glover, the rookie, is in now at left guard.
1st and 10 for the Packers. Ball on their own 44. Love on first down gives off and running with the football and coming across the 45 is Jacobs. Zach Vaughn makes a tackle. First team All-Pro, Zach Vaughn.
Yeah. That first team All-Pro on his name.
Yep.
Put some respect on his name. The guy has been phenomenal and a great pickup for this defense.
2nd down and 7. Packers moving right to left. 12:15 to go here in the first half. Motion, Reed in the gun. Love. Love's back. Love pumps. He fires. He completes it. He is Reed for a first down across midfield, out of bounds at the Eagles 46. Love has an arm. He's got a big arm, and if he has time, he can hit his targets.
Yeah, and again, they just gave him way too much space on the outside.
He gets it there in no time flat.
Yep, and now they bring in Jordan Davis. When you get to first down, you want his big body on the field.
1st and 10. Motion to the near side of the field. This time, again, it goes to Jacobs, and Jacobs spins forward this time for 5. Pretty good run for Jacobs this time. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but managed to spin his way for 4 additional yards before Nakobe Dean stopped him. Nakobe Dean's another one of those guys who, for the first couple of years, you wondered, is he ever going to see playing time? Bunch of injuries, But this year he's been superb.
And it's a defense that really fits him, fits his skill set. Vic Fangio allows him to get downhill a lot and get to the football.
Jacobs comes back into the backfield, slot to the near side of the field, 2nd down and 5. Tight end in motion. This time, give goes to Jacobs, breaks a tackle, and picks up about 4 yards before Nakobe Dean makes his 2nd consecutive tackle.
Listen, they're not going to go away from the run game.
No.
It's what the Packers do. Number 1 in the league in run percentage. They're going to run the football, and their offense goes through Josh Jacobs. They will continue to pound you even when they are not having a lot of success.
10-0 Eagles. Packers with a 3rd and 1 at the 36. Isaiah Rodgers comes in for Slay. In the gun is Love. Have the tight end in motion, and they push and shove, and they snap it to the tight end Kraft, and he does his own version of the tush push, and he takes it all the way across the 30. So they brought the tight end, Kraft, in motion, and he played the role of Jalen Hurts.
He goes in motion, gets behind the center, and they just push bodies. No one's able to get to his legs, and until you get to his legs, he continues to churn.
Packers on the move. This is not a runaway. Eagles are up 10-0, but the Packers are threatening. They're inside their 30, they're down at the 28. Inside the Eagles 30. 2 receivers stacked to each side. Emmanuel Wilson in the game at running back. Motion to the near side of the field. Love calling for the football. He's back. He's looking. He fires complete down at the 25-yard line as he has Reed.
He has Reed, but Quinyon Mitchell's not giving up a lot of space on the outside. He drives quickly on the throw and limits Reed to just a 4-yard pickup.
It is 2nd down and 6. But the fact of the matter is the Packers are still moving the football. Under 9 to play here in the first half. Josh Jacobs back in. 10-0 Eagles. Packers' greatest threat so far. 3 receivers, slot to the far side. Motion Wicks left to right. This time on a delay, it goes to Jacobs, and he's thrown for a loss by Dean.
Yes.
Dean caught him in the backfield and threw him 5 yards back.
They are so solid on this play up front, Merrill. They pulled the right side of the offensive line to the left, and the Eagles shut it off. Then when Jacobs starts back the other way, Nakobe Dean gets to his legs, gets him on the ground for a loss on the play.
It is 3rd and 12 for Green Bay. They are 2 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. 3 receivers to the far side. Chris Brooks in the backfield. Lines up in the slot now to the near side. Empty backfield for Love. Love retreats. He's looking. He's still looking. He's going to run. He is dashing to the far side. Breaks the tackle, and he's very close to a 1st down before Cooper DeJean finally stops him. Let's see where they mark it. Very close.
Oh, and they're going to keep their offense on the field, so it has to be crunch time. Taste victory with their true fan favorite, Hertz barbecue chips. Hertz, it's rooted in flavor.
Can the Eagles stop them right here? It is 4th and a full yard.
It'll probably be the tight end once again with their pushing action.
Well, the way that worked the last time, why not? Love lines up in the gun. This is 4th down. Motion to the near side. They do. They give it to the tight end, and he picks up the 1st down on the tush push. As if to say to the Eagles, in your face, we can do it too.
Yeah, they line him up on a wing, and then he motions over and gets right in behind center, and they're able to convert.
You're talking about a 6'5", 254-pound tight end. 1st and 10. Packers. Eagles leading 10-0. 6:50 to go in the first half.
But it's a run by Jordan Love on the previous play that sets them up, and they get this 1st down.
Dobbs to the far side, underside of this time is Love. Jacobs, the single setback. This time, Love looks. He is firing for the end zone, and it is broken up. It is broken up on the far side by Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah, and an excellent play by Isaiah Rodgers. If you think that guy doesn't have speed, you're fooling yourself, and there's a penalty on the play, Merrill.
It may be holding on the Eagle. No? Let's see. where it is dropped. Let's see.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense, number 79.
That sounds better, doesn't it?
That's much better.
They're calling it on the rookie, Travis Glover, who just came into the game.
6.5 to go in the opening, the first half. 10-0 Eagles, but the Packers trying to put some points on the board right here.
Slay goes out, and Rodgers comes in, and, they think that, okay, we can take a shot over there. No, thanks.
Dobbs to the far side. Slot to the near side. Love bracketed. Puts a man in motion. This time gives to Jacobs. Jacobs breaks one tackle, but only gets back to the original line of scrimmage. The Kobe Dean, who has a bunch of tackles, and Milton Williams make the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 11. 2nd and 11. Clock ticking as we get down to the 6-minute mark. Eagles scored in the first few minutes of the game on a turnover on the opening kickoff and then a strike to Hurts to Jahan Dotson. They have one field goal, and that's the score, 10-0. 2nd and 10. Packers, empty backfield. Motion, Reed. Back to the near side. Love back. Love looks. He screens it, but forget it. As the ball arrives at Kraft, so do the Eagles in the person of the Kobe Dean.
That's just
and he'll lose 2 yards.
That's just smart football. And the Kobe Dean just recognized his screen that they're trying to set up. And the Kobe Dean just, as you said, he was right there when the ball got to the tight end, and he took him down.
Boy, this Eagles team, offensively and defensively, has just done an excellent job of preparation for the Packers. Nothing seems to surprise them, Mike.
No, you're exactly right. Kobe Dean makes this play, but in the end, he's very slow to get off the field, and he's got to have help from the trainers, and it looks like something in the lower leg area.
Boy, this is a guy you do not want to lose.
No, he's such a good player.
Oh,
and he's kind of the quarterback back there. He communicates everything to make sure that the front end is connected to the back end, and he keeps the communication going. And he's the leader of that defense. I know that Zach Bond is the guy who makes all the plays. He's the all-pro, but Nakobe Dean has been the glue in that defense.
I don't like the way he is coming off this field. Let's go down to Devin.
Thanks, Merrill. I'll update you guys when I learn more about Nakobe, but another injury update. Darius Slay left to go back to the locker room to get his elbow checked out. He is questionable to return. Back to you.
I'll tell you what, he'll be back. He leaves every game and comes back.
This is the 12th play of this drive, and Green Bay just holding on to the football.
3rd and 13. Empty backfield. 2 receivers right, 3 left. Back goes Love. He's looking. Here comes the rush. He's rolling. He's stepping up. He's firing, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Nobody open. And the field goal unit will come on for the Packers.
Fantastic job on the back end, just not giving Love anywhere to go with the ball. And they're rushing, they're pressuring with just 4. So they're able to drop 7 in coverage and take away all of his throwing lanes.
So it will be a 38-yard field goal for Brandon McManus out of North Penn High School and Temple University. .38-yard attempt.
McManus 95% on the season.
Ball is spotted. The kick is away, and the kick is no good.
Not there.
No good. He missed it. There's a timeout on the field with the score. 10-0 Birds on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
All right, chat. All right. 5:05 remaining in the second quarter. The Packers just had a long-ass drive, 14 plays or something like that, and it resulted in nothing. You get nothing. Green Bay Packers. Philadelphia 10, Packers 0. 5:05 to go in the second quarter. Here's another reminder. If you're new, we got almost 400 in the chat. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button to reward the work here on the channel. Nobody quite does these live streams quite like Valhalla Sports Talk. So hit the subscribe button. And also give the video a like, y'all. That's the single most thing you can do to help a YouTube channel is like their content. Click the thumbs up. Some of you don't know how to do that. You exit out of the chat and click the little thumbs up below the video. And then there's a line there that says chat, and that'll take you right back to where you are right now. But we're approaching the half, and the Packers just can't seem to complete anything today. Can't finish the deal. And I feel horrible about it. I feel absolutely horrible about it. Let's get back to it.
We connect you with the history of the game on stage for Hall of Fame weekend. Hear all the primetime play-by-play action from opening night through the Super Bowl.
Spectacular in every way. Confetti flying in the air.
Your 24/7 home for the NFL all year long. SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88.
Up the middle. Touchdown.
You're listening to SiriusXM.
The WIP Afternoon Show with Ike, Spike, and Fritz, 2 to 6.
Bad news, Mike.
Yes, I see it. Wow.
Nakobe Dean is on the cart.
Yeah. We have to see if Devin can find out more about this, but you never want to see this, and especially the guy, and I do call him the glue of that defense.
1st and 10. Eagles moving left to right. 5:05 to go in the first half. Hurts lines them up. He's under center. Barkley, the single setback. Double tight end. Motion to the near side. Goddard. Back goes Hurts. He is being chased. He is looking downfield. He is going to slide down safely at the 25-yard line and take a 3-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, you like to see him just throw that one away and just start all over again. You don't really need to slide in that space, and Lane Johnson is right there with him. Just throw that one away, stay on your feet, and reset.
2nd down and 13. He'll run when he feels the opportunity is right, but he's not going to turn it into Lamar Jackson, who runs routinely every other play. It is 2nd down and 13. They go to a pistol formation with a double tight end. Hurts fakes. He's back. Here comes the rush. He is rolling, directing traffic, and finally he throws it away. Now there's a penalty flag, and we'll see about that. It could be holding on the Eagles. Pass rush by Slayton.
Yep.
It is. Mike, watching the game last night, there was one time I think Lamar Jackson must have run 4 or 5 times in a row. He takes off.
Holding. Offense.
It's crazy.
The penalties decline. It's 3rd down.
I don't think you want your quarterback in that kind of exposure. I mean, he's great. There's no question about it. Probably the MVP. But, boy, he put himself in harm's way.
Yeah, he's such a weapon, though. He can run, he can throw, and it's crazy how so many people say he's not a passer. I think he threw for 41 touchdowns this year.
Oh, yeah.
He can do everything.
Everything. But sometimes you run that much, your number comes up, and your season is over. That is 3rd and 13. Back goes Hurts again. He's looking. He's going to run, and he's going to push forward. He's short of a 1st down. He gets to the 35, and the Eagles will have to punt, as Rashawn Gary says that's enough.
Yeah, and I know that A.J. Brown wanted him to give him a shot here. A.J.'s double covered downfield, but he still feels like, I'm open.
10-0 Eagles.
That's just the way you feel when you're A.J. Brown. Like, give it a shot because I can make a play here.
3.5 to go here in the first half. And the punt man in the return. Reed, who had a 19-yard return the last time he caught the punt. This one is very high. Reed calls for a fair catch and drops it, but he fumbles it out of bounds. He caught it, but it went off his chest and out of bounds. Yep. So that's safe. Timeout on the field with the score, 10-0 Birds on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Roto-Rooter. Plumbing problem? No match for a little DIY duct tape. Shoot, hold on. Nope. There we go. No match for a little... dang it, wait. Duct tape and a wrench. Leaks are no match for duct tape and a wrench. And a bucket and a towel, more duct tape, a hammer, this random tool I found in the basement, another bucket, more tape, a little more tape. Perfect. On second thought, maybe leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Eagles All-Pro wide receiver Mike Quick. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon and Philly's got you. Trade in any phone for one of their top brands in any condition. Guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at any Philly area Verizon store.
Everybody that be living it up, we said.
Yo, what's up? It's Sirius XM Fly. I can't come to the phone right now because I'm over on channel 50 playing those 90s.
What's my name? Let's flip the track.
It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. If you're a racing fan, Dirty Mo Media, they have the ultimate lineup for you, even in the off-season. From NASCAR drivers and crew members to industry insiders, we've got it all. Whether you're tuning in to Herman Schrader, Becoming Earnhardt Season 2, Door Bumper Clear, The Teardown, or even Speed Street for you IndyCar fans, we're covering every angle of motorsports in the off-season. Dirty Mo Media is your home for all things NASCAR now on the Sirius XM app and wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown! On Sirius XM.
94 WIP.
The Eagles without two starters on defense right now as Nakobe Dean was carted off. Now, Slay has returned to the bench, so we'll see. He generally comes back.
Yeah, you're right. He's coming right back. The doctor spent a little bit of time with him on the sideline. He covered up that left arm that was giving him problems. Now the fans giving a lot of love to Fletcher Cox, who's in the house. They've got Fletcher Cox on the big screen, and certainly he gets a lot of love here in Philadelphia.
What a great player he was. 1st and 10. Packers. Ball at the 28. Eagles had an illegal touch that cost them 5 yards on that exchange. So, Eagles up 10-0, keeping the Packers off the scoreboard. Packers missed McManus on a 38-yard field goal attempt to put them on. So here they are with 3 1/4, 3:25 to go in the first half. Shotgun. Love. He hasn't done anything spectacular yet. Love takes the snap and takes his drop. He's looking. He swings it over. Penalty flag down as Jacobs makes the catch. But this may be holding on Green Bay.
I think you're right. It's going to be a hold on Green Bay. Although they get really nothing out of the play, there's a hold in the backfield, but it's still so well played by this defense. I love the way everybody's in place. They're very much aware of the spacing and where they need to be to stop the play.
Offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's very early in this game. I mean, there's a whole half to go. But so far, 10-0 seems very little for the way this has been played. The Eagles are all over the Packers on both sides of the ball. They should be up by more.
I agree.
It is 1st and 20 for Green Bay. 2 receivers to the far side. Brooks in the backfield. On 1st down, Love takes the snap. He's back. He looks. He fires. He completes it. And breaking away and running hard is Reed. Reed is across the 30. And out of bounds. Up at the 38-yard line with a 1st down. That's a 21-yard play. Let's go down to Devin.
Thanks, Merrill. An update on both Nakobe Dean and Darius Slay. Nakobe Dean is out with a knee injury, unfortunately, and Darius Slay is back in the game. But back to you guys.
All right, it is 1st and 10 for the Packers. That's the biggest play.
Yeah, and Owen Burks here, he actually knocks Cooper DeJean off of the tackle instead of getting with DeJean to get him on the ground.
Tripp's right, but it's a running play to Josh Jacobs, who spins forward for 5, but another penalty flag comes down, and it could be holding again on the Packers, and I think that's what it is.
Holding. Offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Travis Glover, the rookie, he's having a lot of problems out there. You know, he comes in and replacing Elton Jenkins, and he's now has 3 penalties already himself.
Packers are doing it to themselves. It's a 1st and 20. They go forward 20 yards. They come backwards 15. 1st and 10. Now at the 28, their own 28. And the gun is Love. Into a long count. Now they're going to hold things up again. And we're going to go to the 2-minute warning. With the score, the Eagles 10, the Packers zip on the Eagles Radio Network. Presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. On 94 WIP.
EDQ POS is the MVP in point-of-sale solutions. Easy to use with the best support in the industry, and it doesn't take a bite out of your...
All right, Chet, we got the 2-minute warning of the second quarter. 10-0 Eagles over the Packers. This game just doesn't seem to get any flow to it. Neither team seems to be able to catch a wave and get a little momentum going in their direction. But the Eagles lead it by 10 with 2 minutes to go in the second. At the half, I will break down the current betting line, the halftime betting line for you, as well as the individual player stats for both of these teams, for those of you that have bets or parlays working. Also, we will refresh the audio and get it more current at the end of the half. And that's the plan, y'all. That's the plan. Subscribe, like, and turn on that notification bell, and you'll know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. Almost 400 in the chat, 82 likes, and 5,000 views. Thank you so much, everybody.
Own channel featuring live performances, brand new music, and never before heard stories from the idol turned country icon.
You want to hear a variety. You don't want to hear the same songs. You want new things for your ear to gravitate toward.
Travel to Carrie's Country anytime. Sirius XM Channel 60.
You're listening to the NFL Touchdown on Sirius XM.
Council of Pennsylvania, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia are proud contributors to all aspects of growth in this great city. The Labor District Council provides safe, well-trained, productive workers who enable projects to be done on time and under budget. We appreciate our signatory contractors and their commitment to fairness and equality. Laborers, we're building a better future today.
Brought to you by the Laborers District Council Licit Fund.
Hey, it's Devontae Smith. Hear me scoring touchdowns all season long, right here on 94 WIP.
The 2-minute warning sponsored by Wendy's. Make some space. Wendy's new mushroom bacon cheeseburger is entering the chat for a limited time only. Get to your local Wendy's and try a new mushroom bacon cheeseburger today. Today's stats brought to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. 1st and 20 for the lifeless Packers. On first down, Love goes into a long count, empty backfield. He looks, he fires out in the flat to the tight end, and running along the sideline is Kraft. Picks up about 10 yards, but he's only back at the original line of scrimmage. So far, Mike, this team can't get out of its own way.
Yeah, and they've got to do a better job of Cooper DeJean just getting off the block, or get the official to call that hold.
It is 2nd down and 8. Packers have had a bunch of penalties. They go with 3 receivers, 2 to the near side of the field. And the gun again is Love. He looks, he pumps, he floats it out. He's got Brooks, and Brooks is running with the ball, pushes forward up to the 45-yard line. 1:40 to go in the first half. Burks with the tackle. You know, with the Kobe Dean out, Oren Burks is in, and he is a very, very capable player. 3rd down and 3. Love again. Lines them up. Love calling for the football. Now comes up, maybe audibilizing. Now moves back into the shotgun with Brooks to his left. 3rd and 3. Can the Eagles stop them? Love fires, and he completes it to the far side of the field. He's got Dobbs for a first down. Across midfield into Eagles territory. 1 minute to play in the first half. 10-0 Eagles, trying to keep the Packers off the board. Love lines them up. He continues with Brooks to his near side. 3 receivers. Clock ticking. 50 seconds to go. Back goes Love. Here comes the rush. He gets it away, and it's incomplete. It looked like it was intercepted. I thought it hit the ground first.
You were right.
I thought it was incomplete. It was good pass rush by Carter.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable move by Jalen Carter in the middle of that defense. He's being double-teamed all day long. This time he splits the gap on those 2 offensive linemen trying to double-team him, and he's in the face of Jordan Love almost immediately, and Love just has to try and get the ball out of his hands.
It was just short of Bond. It is 2nd down and 10. Football remains at the Eagles' 48.5. Love lines them up. Slot to the near side. Lone receiver to the far side. Back goes Love. He's looking. He has time. He fires, and it's intercepted by Bourne. Bourne at midfield. Bourne runs out of bounds at the 45. Zach Bourne, first-team All-Pro.
You see how smart Zach Bourne is? Not only is he able to get into the passing lane, get the football, but he sprints immediately to the sideline so that he can stop the clock. And now the offense has the ball with 36 seconds on the clock on the Packers side of the field.
He's not usually demonstrative, but he took a very classy bow in the end zone. The play of the game brought to you by Chevrolet. Come check out their award-winning lineup of hard-working trucks and versatile SUVs. Plus, find exciting deals available right now at your local Chevy dealer.
Turnover number 3 in the first half of this game.
Oh, this team is playing really well. 1st and 10, 36 seconds to go, and the Packers have just been stifled time and time again. They even missed a rather makeable field goal of only 38 yards. 1st and 10 Birds. Can they put more on the board right here? Hurts lines them up. He has been very, very efficient. Barkley to his right. Hurts on 1st down. Feeds Saquon. Off the right side. Up the middle. He plows forward for 8 yards.
Yeah. Feed Saquon right now. They're able to get the ball over the 40 and right away. Nick Sirianni is on that sideline. He wants that time to be saved.
Will be 30 seconds.
They only use 5 seconds on that play.
You know, when Barkley looks like he has nothing, he has 6 yards. He already has 9 carries for 58 yards.
So he was just showing the patience that you want him to show, staying behind his bigs and just waiting for the opening. Meanwhile, you've got Packers coming from the backside trying to get him on the ground. 6.4 yards per carry for Saquon to this point.
I watched Derrick Henry last night. He's very, very good. Barkley's better. This year, Barkley is better. 2nd down and 4. Hurts lines them up. Ball at the 39 of the Packers. Gainwell in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side. 1 to the near side. Hurts backpedals. He's looking. Still looking. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. Yelling is Goddard, thinking he was interfered with. It looked like the pressure came at him before the ball arrived, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Evan Williams, the safety, just got there much too early, and the fans are correct.
And so was Dallas. It is 3rd down and 4. And the gun is Hurts. Eagles are 1 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. Motion, Goddard, from left to right. Hurts, and the gun, takes the snap, he's back, he steps up, he looks, he fires, incomplete. He misses A.J. Brown on a crossing pattern. But again, the pressure was coming. They're going to go for it.
A lot of confidence shown here by Sirianni. There's no sense in punting here, and you don't want to put Jake Elliott in this position. So, yeah, go for it and trust your defense.
They line up with Jahan Dotson to the far side. Gainwell to the right of Hurts. 3 receivers, including the tight end to the far side of the field. Motion, Goddard, and the Packers jump. No, they call it on the Eagles. They call illegal procedure on the Eagles.
Yes, she did.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
This is motion. I think she makes a bad call here because this is simply motion. It's the same motion he's been making all day long. where he starts out, he's the inside receiver on the 3-receiver bunch set, and he motions to the outside. I think she made a mistake here. I'm certain she did.
That would be Sarah Thomas. In the punt. Braden Mann in the return. Reed. The punt is very high and wobbly. Reed falls down and catches it with a fair catch down at the 12. Only 14 seconds to go. 32-yard punt. Well, it's Pooch punting. That's why he did it. And the Eagles are just 14 seconds away from a defensive shutout here in the first half. They're up 10-0. By no means is this game a lock, but it's a good start.
Yeah, but you get 3 turnovers in the first half. You want to get more than the 10 points out of a first half by your defense like that. And this was a real opportunity here with Zach Bond's interception.
Packers are just going to take the knee, and they do, and go to the locker room. Stay tuned for the Piazza Auto Group halftime show, sponsored by the Piazza Auto Group, with over 35 locations, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. Visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com. There's the end of the first half with the score.
All right, chat. All right, we are at the end of the second quarter. Philadelphia heads to the locker room at home with a 10-point lead over the Packers. I feel like Philly needs to step on their neck, or the Packers could shock them late in this one, as they've been known to do in their history. Shelby, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that direct dono, a $25 Valhalla. Let me bring up this deal here. You were the last one to donate, so let me update that real quick first. I will get to the first half stats and current betting line here in just a moment. We're approaching 6,000 views for this one, so a little bit better than the first stream today. Not bad at all after another hide by some pansy. So we'll make this 25. I gotta remember which keyboard to use, y'all. Into a 50. And we'll update the subscriber count right quick too while we're here. We haven't been getting a ton of subscribers, but some is better than none, and we've been there before as well. We have been there before as well. 651. How did that not screw anything up? Up in Smoke in the house? What's up, Up in Smoke? Triple header today. Yep. What's up, Kenneth? What is up, Kenneth? Alright, so whoever this is that's getting me hidden likes to do it whenever I get over 300 in the chat or start moving up in the searches. I'm still currently online though, so let's get to this halftime report, y'all. Let's get to it. So we'll start off. Let me refresh this real quick. So you see the score at the half, 10-0. there are the scoring plays for this game. 13:30 of the first quarter, Jalen Hurts to Dotson for an 11-yard touchdown, made it 7-0 Philly after the Jake Elliott extra point. 22 seconds of the first quarter, Jake Elliott kicks a 31-yard field goal to make it 10-0 Philly. Philly had a number of opportunities to increase that lead, but their win probability remains at 87.3%. Here are the current live betting odds according to BetMGM. Eagles now a 10.5 point favorite. 10.5 point favorite are the Eagles now at the half. I don't remember what it was before. Maybe I have to go up higher. Yeah, 5.5 before, and then that 46 over and under is now 31.5. So at least the odds makers are not expecting an offensive explosion in the second half. A brushable and night shadow beard. I got the stash, bro. I got the stash. And yeah, I try to keep this most weeks at a number 1. Life is what one makes it. There you go, Miss Shelby. There you go, Miss Shelby. But that's the breakdown there. You see the Philly, the percentage of the bets, 87% of them are on Philly. 83% of the money is on Philly. Philly against the spread, 60-40. And the money, 57-43. That total point, 81% pick the over with 74% of the money. That gives us an implied final score. Philadelphia 25.75, Green Bay 20.25. And there you see the pregame odds. Here are the stats, the individual player stats for those of you with parlays on today's game. I'll put up as far as I can. So we've got, it looks like we've got the top 2 wide receivers in the screen. Up in Smoke says Philly is a good team. Justin says should be 12.5, even 13.5. Vegas is trying to lure the Eagles' action. Conspiracy. They got their little fish hook out. I don't remember windmill cookies. Keep the stash of 1 to 3, says Bobby. I'm trying to go straight up Tombstone, Bobby. I'm trying to go Bazow. I'm trying to go some Wyatt Earp action. Go see if I can get a job on the weekdays in Tombstone playing one of the Earps. I'll probably have to lose a few pounds for that, though. But I got a plan. One of these days, I got a plan, y'all. What's the toothbrush stash? What is that? I just came out of my long-haired hippie phase. My hair was the longest it had ever been last month, y'all. I grew it for almost 6 months. And I hated it. You're talking to a guy that even in high school had a flat top. The shaved chin beard. The chaplain. I want one of those that I'm your Huckleberry Pie quality control taste tester, says Dog Catcher. I could never get that job because they're really busy on the weekends. They do 3 shows on a weekend. Oh, gotcha. The toothbrush stash fell out of fashion outside of Germany around 1940 for some reason. Yahtzee! Yahtzee! Jack in the Box, all-day deals, $5. Make you holla. All right, we're 1 like away from 100, so I don't know if y'all are going to get into my pocket for a donated membership. It need to be 150, and I'll drop one. 6,400 views. Here, I'll scroll down a little bit more for those of you with really weird bets. There's all the receivers. And the kickers. And the return men. The punters. And the defense. Befuddling. You got bamboozled. They gotta bring that commercial back. They gotta bring that commercial back. You're ambidextrous, looking at your beard and stash. Let's put that back on the screen we like her on. I would show you the links to the swag, but they're gone. Thanks, Bobby. They're gone. After you get hidden and you come back up on a new scheduled stream, the links that you put up get taken away. So that's another thing my hater is affecting with his bitch ass. Classic 4 out of 5. All right, let me refresh this audio.
For a bruise, so we'll see, but keep your fingers crossed.
Right, so
but
we
that
back
could
at
be
it.
a big factor going forward. He was the leading defender in the first half with 3 tackles, 3 assists, just all over the field.
Yeah, and that gives Oren Burks big shoes to fill coming in behind N'Kobe Dean.
10-0 Eagles, and they will take the football first in the second half. Deep men are Isaiah Rogers and Kenny Gainwell. Brandon McManus will kick off. 10-0 Eagles. McManus's kickoff is low and driven, and it is taken on the run. And coming out with it is Rogers. Rogers gets to the 25, and that is it. Thought he had a chance for the line drive kick, but the Packers covered it well. 10-0 Eagles. Truth of the matter is, they should be up by 4.
Yes.
Because that's how much they have controlled this game.
Well, let's just see if they can get into some type of an offensive rhythm here in the second half. It's not anything I don't see that Green Bay is doing that makes it so difficult. It's just a matter of just executing what you have.
So the first touchdown, Mike, came in the first 2 minutes after the Green Bay kickoff fumble, and then the touchdown pass from Hurts to Dotson. And since then, all that time, 1 field goal. On first down, pistol formation. Handoff goes to Barkley, and he picks up about 4. Brought down by Van Ness.
Saquon takes these little small steps and just moving forward all the time, and then you'll see the burst. You'll see the little opening, and you'll see him just take off.
It is 2nd down and 6. Eagles moving right to left in their midnight green jerseys and white pants. They go with a double tight end. Motion. Goddard, who has been pretty quiet in this game from a receiving standpoint. Under center this time is Hurts. On the delay, he gives it to Barkley, and he plows forward and easily picks up the first down by 2 yards.
There it is, those little stutter steps moving forward, and then the burst by Saquon.
7-yard pickup. First down brought to you by Roto-Rooter. Moving the chains, unclog the drain. Leave the plumbing to pros at Roto-Rooter. And Barry made the tackle. Saquon, 11 carries, 69 yards. 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts under center. Barkley the single setback. Barkley gets the ball. Spins away from one man, but not the second, and he will lose 2 yards. It was T.J. Slayton all over him. It is 2nd down and 12. Eagles leading it 10-0. Opening minutes of the second half. Empty backfield. Hurts lining up by his lonesome. 3 receivers to the far side. Lone receiver now slot to the near side. Hurts takes his drop. He's looking, still looking. Belies to his left, and he's tackled. He's sacked all the way back at the 25. He had a lot of time, Mike, and at some point, he should have thrown it away.
Yeah, you just throw it away. When you see that there's absolutely nothing, you're going to get nothing out of this play when you hold on to the ball that long. And when you get that deep into the down, bad things generally happen.
Rashad Gary had the sack. Rashad Gary.
Especially, I think, against this team. This is where they get a lot of their interceptions and bad things happen, when they're able to force the quarterback to hold on to the football for 4+ seconds.
It is 3rd and 19. Hurts in the gun again. Barkley to his left. Handoff goes to Barkley. Forget it. He's down at the line of scrimmage, and for the first time today, you'll hear that hollow sound from the crowd. Carl Brooks grabbed Barkley, and the Eagles will have to punt. That was a poor first series to begin the second half.
Well, and you can see Green Bay getting some momentum, starting to really attack defensively. They're inserting extra guys now. That played at Valentine, the corner got into the backfield. They're starting to bring extra people to the line of scrimmage.
Man the punt, read the return. He had a 19-yarder earlier. Here's a deep spiral. Going back, tracking it as Reed. Takes it at the 12. Starts to his left. Finds his way to the 17, and that is it. Good coverage. Very good coverage. Timeout on the field with the score, 10-0 Eagles on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Eagles All-Pro wide receiver Mike Quick. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon and Philly's got you. Trade in any phone for one of their top brands in any condition. Guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at any Philly area Verizon store.
This is Dave LaGreca from SiriusXM's Busted Open, and I love pro wrestling. And so do you. And that's why I'm bringing it to you every day on the Busted Open podcast. Join me in a cast of pro wrestling Hall of Famers for reactions, insights, and interviews with the biggest names. Plus, weekly sessions all about their decades of wrestling expertise that we call the Masters Class. Download Busted Open now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
To truly go inside the game of pro football, you need to see things from the player's perspective.
Let's go.
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, catch the Player's Point. Join NFL tight end Colin Thompson and wide receiver Allen Robinson as they break down the biggest stories in the NFL.
I think that's what makes the National Football League so special.
The Player's Point. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the SiriusXM app.
Hey, this is Jeff Foxworthy.
This is Larry the Cable Guy.
And we're excited to tell you about our exclusive SiriusXM channel.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup. Every hour of every day, we're going to bring you the best comedy from some of the best and our favorite comedians.
Like Nate Borgazzi, Dusty Slay, and Leanne Morgan, just to name a few.
By the way, she owes me money.
And we each host our own shows every week.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup.
SiriusXM 97. Your home for great American comedy.
You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown! On SiriusXM.
Of having everybody intact on their offensive line, but today they've lost the left guard in Elton Jenkins, and they filled in with a rookie, and they've now had to replace him. But there's an opening in their offensive line. The Eagles have to take advantage.
1st and 10 Packers at the 15. Under center is Jordan Love. On first down, Love pitches it out to Jacobs. Jacobs makes a man miss and cracks across the 20 up to the 23. Oren Burks makes the first tackle. 7-yard gain. You can see Jacobs there. He has some moves and he has some quick start ability.
Yeah, they were able to get the edge that time because Nolan Smith comes down to the inside. He gets blocked to the inside and Jacobs gets out on the edge. Jacobs 11 carries so far, but just 32 yards.
It is 2nd down and 3. Under center again is Love. Motion to the near side of the field. Quick pitch to Jacobs. And Jacobs cannot get away from the 3 Eagles. They trapped him behind the line of scrimmage. On this game, that was Mitchell who led the charge. In this game, Mike, he is averaging about 2 yards a carry. That's it.
Yeah. But big Jordan Davis in the middle, he really makes this play and forces Jacobs to try and bounce it. Quinyon Mitchell comes in and he gets the stop. Now they're trying to substitute, and they better hurry up and get Davis off the field so they don't quick snap him. But they make the substitution.
They do. It is 3rd down and 2. Can the Eagles stop the Packers so far? So far, the Packers offense has been absolutely lifeless. You keep wondering, is Love going to make something happen? He backpedals, he's looking, he fires, he completes it, he has a first down, and it is Jacobs coming out of the backfield and catching the pass over the middle for an 11-yard gain.
So they see that the Eagles are only going to rush 4. So they send Jacobs on a little arrow or Texas route over the middle, and there's a lot of space for him to operate.
Believe me, Love has had a lot of big plays this season. They are an explosive team, but so far tonight, we have not seen it. 1st and 10. Football up at the 35. Love takes the snap. He pumps, he fires, he completes it. He has his tight end who jumps across the 40 and goes out of bounds at the 41. That's Tucker Kraft for a pickup of 4. So the Packers beginning to move. 9:23 to play in the 3rd quarter. 10-0 Eagles. Touchdown pass, Hurts to Dotson in the first 2 minutes. 21-yard field goal, 31-yard field goal by Jake Elliott. And that's all the scoring in this game. It is 2nd down and 6 for Green Bay. Under center is Love. Single setback. Tight formation. Handoff goes inside, and it is Wilson this time, and the Eagles have him at the line of scrimmage. It was Emmanuel Wilson, and the Eagles grab him, and he picks up 2 yards, and that will put the Packers in a 3rd down and 4.
So the big guys just make just enough of a traffic jam there to cause the running back Wilson to patter his feet long enough for the second level to then start to get to the line of scrimmage and make that stop for very little pickup.
Matt LaFleur will not give up on this running game. He believes in it, but so far it has yielded very little in results. 3rd down and 4. Shotgun. Slot to the far side. Jacobs back. Back goes Love. He lets it fly, and it is caught. And at the 30-yard line by Wicks. What a great play by Detarius Wicks. Goes way up and comes down with it.
Well, and Love gets hit just as he's releasing the ball, and he knows that he's going to take a shot here. But he puts it in an area for Wicks.
Detarius Wicks went way up and came down with the football. Just a great play.
Reed Blankenship is there in a pretty good position, but Wicks plays the ball better, and Blankenship ends up coming out of the game a little shaken up.
Packers threatening for only the 2nd time in this game. Down at the Eagles 30. On 1st down. Give goes inside. Jacobs breaks 1 tackle and falls forward for about 6.
Yeah, there's that misdirection type of stuff that they like to do in the backfield. They'll get a motion going one way, and they run that counter, get the running back started to one side and counter back the other way.
That time Maddox, who was in, made the tackle.
Maddox, who just stepped in for Reed Blankenship, he comes up to make that stop.
It is 2nd down and 3. Packers moving left to right in their white jerseys. Gold pants, gold helmets. 2nd down and 3. Shotgun. Wicks in motion. Back goes Love. He's looking. He's rolling out to the left. He is firing for the end zone, and it is incomplete, broken up. The pass, now there's a penalty flag. It could be holding again on Green Bay.
It is.
Another holding penalty on Green Bay. The pass was intended for Dobbs, who was double covered and is slow getting up. Eagles sure had him blanketed between Maddox and Mitchell.
76.
Yeah, and Dobbs, you're exactly right. He can't get up. He's still in the end zone. Going to have to get assistance from their training staff. Reed Blankenship returns to the field.
Timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 10, the Packers nothing on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. It's time for intelligent design, plus exciting performance. Get a new vehicle you'll love. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
What's on the menu for football season? Pork, of course. Get ready for game day with Hatfield and put some pork on your fork. Elevate your kickoff cuisine and halftime feast with Hatfield's winning lineup of marinated pork tenderloins, pork loin fillets, ground pork and sausage, bacon and ham. Whether you're the tailgate king or gridiron gourmet, Hatfield helps you savor the taste of victory. Visit simplyhatfield.com for play-by-play menu inspiration. Find your flavor with Hatfield.
Working too hard to give you a heart attack.
You want to become good? Work. Playing at Sweet 16s, parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs.
First record I remember buying was Time Out by Dave Brubeck.
Flabbergasted by that album, how good that was. You know the song Wipeout? I just adapted it to the piano.
The Billy Joel Channel is back on Sirius XM for a limited time. Channel 79 and the Sirius XM app.
Sports Grid Radio on Sirius XM has you covered this NFL season.
Wildcard Weekend wraps up with a Monday night matchup between the Rams and the Vikings. This game has been moved from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles to Glendale, Arizona due to the wildfires in California. The Vikings now sit as a 2.5-point favorite. Make sure you tune in to Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the latest.
The place to get the winning edge over the sports books this football season is Sports Grid Radio. Channel 159 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown! On Sirius XM.
Tomorrow morning on WIP.
There was nothing ominous looking about the way the pass play was broken up. But now all the Packers are down in the end zone around Romeo Doubs. Subscribe to the official Eagles YouTube channel for a behind-the-scenes look at the entire season, including mic'd-up moments with your favorite players and more. Subscribe today at youtube.com/Eagles. Parks Casino, smoke-free, and celebrating 15 years as PA's #1 casino. Enjoy action, entertainment, and great dining. This is how you win. Must be 21. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 10, the Packers nothing on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. A 94 WIP.
Who's the man in a white plumbing van?
Roto-Rooter man.
Who's the dude who clears your drain of food?
Roto-Rooter man.
Who's the guy who keep your basement dry?
He's the Roto-Rooter man.
Who's your friend for a pipe on the man?
Roto-Rooter man.
If plumbing, drain, or water cleanup are the plan, better call your Roto-Rooter man. Roto-Rooter, we put water where it should be.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's a name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Merrill Reese. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Philly area Verizon store.
Hey everybody, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. If you're a racing fan, Dirty Mo Media, they have the ultimate lineup for you, even in the off-season. From NASCAR drivers and crew members to industry insiders, we've got it all. Whether you're tuning in to Herman Schrader, Becoming Earnhardt Season 2, Door Bumper Clear, The Teardown, or even Speed Street for you IndyCar fans. We're covering every angle of motorsports in the off-season. Dirty Mo Media is your home for all things NASCAR now on the Sirius XM app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you ready to thrive in 2025? Kickstart your personal upgrade on the SiriusXM app with our collection of top self-improvement podcasts.
The Mel Robbins Podcast.
The Ramsey Show.
Ask Eliza anything.
Soundtracks for meditation.
Learn and grow on a daily basis.
Genre-spanning workout channels and more.
Soul Cycle Radio.
I work out. Just search 2025 on the SiriusXM app.
You're listening to the NFL Touchdown on Sirius XM.
Spike and Fretz.
2nd and 13 for the Packers. 6:48 to go here in the third quarter. 10-0 Eagles. Packers at the Eagles 34. Back goes Love. Here comes the rush. And the pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete.
Yeah, again, just a four-man pressure, and they're dropping in coverage, and very nice job on the back end. But the push and then getting up, it looks like Jalen Carter once again getting in the passing lane and getting his hands on the ball. They're sliding the protection to Jalen Carter on almost every play, especially when they're going to throw the football.
Packers are 5 for 9 on third down conversions. They have to get to the 20, to the Eagles 20. 3rd and 13. Love's back. Love's looking. He is going deep down the far side of the field, and it's going to be pass interference on Quinyon Mitchell down inside the 5. As getting tripped up was Wicks. Dontavius Wicks was tripped up, and it was clear.
Defense number 27. By rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
That's a big play. That's a big play.
That is a big play. And Wicks runs a little double move on him, and when he when Wicks starts on the out portion of that move, there's too much contact by Mitchell.
That's a 24-yard penalty. First and goal, Packers at the Eagles 9. Eagles up 10-0, but the Packers just 9 yards away from making this game tight. Under center. Love. Jacobs behind him. On first down. Give goes to Jacobs. Heads off left tackle for about 3. Fumbles the football. Let's hold your breath. I think the Packers have it by the looks of things. They do.
Yeah, and the official going to say he was, when he went down, the ball came out. So the ground caused the fumble.
It is second down and goal from the 8. Can the Eagles defense stop them right here? Second down and goal from the 8. Empty backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Love in the gun. Motion. Jacobs. Back goes Love. Fires to the far side. Incomplete. Wide of his intended receiver, Heath. Malik Heath. Inside the left pylon.
Interesting strategy. They just try and get everybody, all the possible targets to the right side of the field and get a one-on-one situation on the left side against Quinyon Mitchell.
I know Love is a talented young quarterback, but he really hasn't done anything spectacular in this game. It is 3rd and 8. Empty backfield again. Can the Eagles hold them to a field goal? Love again in the gun. Love into a long count. He's back. He's looking. Still looking. He is firing. And it is incomplete as he wanted. Melton in the corner of the end zone. And the pass was overthrown. So the field goal unit comes in.
Yeah, really nice job here by Quinyon Mitchell. He funnels this receiver to the back of the end zone. And even if that's caught, it's going to be out of the end zone. Yeah.
McManus missed his first field goal attempt of 38 yards. This is a shorter one. This will be a 26-yard attempt to put the Packers on the board and make it a 1-touchdown game with 5:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. Spotted, kicked up, and it is good. So there's a timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 10, the Packers 3 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP. PNC Private Bank knows that anything can happen on the gridiron, and being prepared goes a long way. It's not so different with your wealth. Having a dedicated local team of specialized advisors who take a calculated, disciplined approach to managing your wealth leads to a lot of wins. The PNC Private Bank team knows that just like in football, that kind of preparation is good for your financial game. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Some things in life are meant for each other, like salt and pepper, bacon and mushrooms, or you and the all-new Wendy's Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger. Now, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, does bacon go with mushrooms? And the answer is, they do now. So if you want crispy, crunchy, cheesy, juicy, shroomy, and garlic spready, then you and the Mushroom Bacon Cheeseburger are meant to be. For mushroomy, bacony goodness, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating.
Dr. Radio! From health and healing to breakthroughs in the lab, a world of expertise with understandable vocab. Doctors on the air with answers and care. Just a phone call away. They're always prepared. From the heart to the brain, every ache and pain, Dr. Radio's the name that's gonna keep you sane. Where science meets life, it's the perfect blend. From sunrise to night, the knowledge doesn't end.
Hey, Deborah, how are you doing? I'm doing better now.
Dr. Radio! Your health's best friend. Sirius XM Channel 110.
A new era of the college football playoff is here, and you can hear every play, every touchdown, and every unbelievable moment on Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
Caught on a spinning move in the end zone.
With exclusive pregame analysis and in-depth postgame breakdowns. We're your ultimate destination for playoff action all month long.
Side to 10, at the 5, into the end zone!
Don't miss a second of the college football playoff right here on Sirius XM College Sports Radio. Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Up the middle. Touchdown.
You're listening to Sirius XM.
P.
Tonight's stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. Mike, I don't want to say that the Eagles are rusty because we've wondered about that, but they've lacked luster since that first drive early in the game.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, as I said, hit on his first 6 passes. He's missed 7 since then. In the second half, has he thrown it? He has not thrown it in the second half.
McManus to kick off. Packers have made it a 1-touchdown game. 10-3. You talk about the sparks that fly in a playoff game. This one has been pretty much sparkless. Here is the kickoff, and it will be taken in the end zone, and coming out with it is Rodgers to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and a good job as Isaiah Rodgers returns it to the 33. Now let's see if the Eagles can wake up. Let's see if Hurts can get them going. How about something big to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith?
Yeah, you've got to get this passing game cranked up. Yeah, you want to lean on Saquon. You want to make sure that he's involved, but you've got to get the passing game going.
It is 1st and 10 at the 32. Eagles moving right to left here in the third quarter. Hurts lines them up. 2 receivers stacked to the far side. A.J. Brown to the near side. Goes in motion. Hurts gives it off to Barkley. Tries to sweep. He does for about 4 yards. Let's go down to Devin.
Thanks, Merrill. Saquon Barkley was talking earlier this week, and when he was asked about his first home playoff game in his NFL career, which is kind of unbelievable when you think to what he's achieved so far this season with the Eagles, he said at the end of the day, the team that turns over the ball the least is probably going to win. The team that creates more explosive plays is probably going to win. All the little things that go into winning football games is staying the same in regards to this wild card matchup. Now, guys, we're seeing them not turn the ball over, but haven't seen the explosive plays yet. Merrill, back to you.
On 2nd down and 6, they give it to Barkley, who picks up about 4 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. The passing game is not going. You look for the big plays by A.J. Brown. Now it's a tight formation. Eagles are 1 for 7 on 3rd downs. This time, Hurts fakes, looks, fires, complete, wide open Smith, 40. 35. That's more like it.
Yeah,
Hurts
there it is.
Rolling left and firing to Devontae Smith for a big pickup right there of 28 yards.
Yeah, there it is. You've got that 3-level stretch play, and Devontae Smith coming from the other side of the field. He's the middle guy in that 3-level stretch, and he comes wide open. That's what we need to see more of.
1st and 10. Hurts lines them up at the 33-yard line. He's got Barkley to his left. Now Barkley in motion. Hurts straight back. He fires. He completes it. Devontae Smith again, pushing people across the 25 down to the 24. Valentine stops him. But another pickup. Now the passing game is working. That's 9 yards right there.
Yeah, he just goes out into the flat, accepts that football out into the flat, and gets what's there, which is about, as you said, 9 yards.
It is 2nd down and 1, and you would think this is a Barkley run. Slot to either side. Hurts comes up, says something to Juergens. It is 2nd down and a yard. Hurts in the gun.
I'd rather see a throw.
Hurts takes the football. He is going to throw. He does in the flat. The nice catch by Goddard, who breaks the tackle across the 5. Touchdown! Goddard.
Beast. He beasted him. He catches a simple flare pattern out into the flat, Merrill, and the cornerback is there, and he just beast modes him, pushes him in the face, not once, twice, and into the end zone. That's Dallas Goedert.
That is Dallas Goedert, who has been relatively quiet in this game, but now he puts the Eagles up. Well, it's about to be 17-3. Elliott for the extra point. That was a big touchdown.
Valentine, he's going to be on Dallas Goedert's highlight reel.
Ball is spotted, kick is up, and the extra point is no good. No good. Jake Elliott missed an extra point. That touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. There's a timeout on the field with the score. Eagles 16, Packers 3 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP. Eagles fans, Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Are you dealing with ongoing aches and pains? The physical therapist at NovaCare will help keep you active and doing the things you love. They have more than 200 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey. Visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment today. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trust NovaCare, so can you. Experience the power of physical therapy.
E.D. Moyer Lumber is your window expert. Anderson 400 series are the...
All right, Chad. All right. Eagles drive the field quickly and put up a touchdown, but Elliott misses the extra point. So it's 16-13. Eagles with the lead with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Please, if you're new to the channel here, we had almost 500 in here at one point, now 450. But if you're new, please hit that subscribe button to reward the effort and the work. Also, hit that like button, helps me get up in the old YouTube algorithm. But thank you so much for being here, everybody. 3:20 to go in the third. That other game starts at 6. So we're going to be right up against it, y'all. We'll be right up against it. I'll probably be late coming up for Commanders versus Bucks. But anywho, back to it.
XM NFL Radio.
As much love as Detroit gets, I'm not sure they're getting enough. This could go down as one of the greatest offenses of all time.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback that is concerned about not only winning football games, but his legacy. Winning as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady, that's what drives this kid to come to the facility every day and work hard.
The road to Super Bowl 59 is on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app. You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown! On Sirius XM.
All down on WIP.
The Great Hands Catch of the Game, sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. De-stress after the game with a relaxing massage or facial, starting at $79.95.
That was the Great Hands Catch by Dallas Goedert, catch and run.
Here's the kickoff by Elliott, and it is taken by Nixon out to the 5, the 10, 15, 20, and he is hammered again. He was hammered early in the game and coughed up the football, and a couple of plays later, the Eagles were on the board. Special teams is really good today.
I would have coughed that one up. They hit too hard down there.
Boy, they do. All right, 1st and 10, Green Bay. Eagles up 16-3. I'd be more comfortable if it were 17-3.
That was Sidney Brown in on that one, and that's a solid hit.
Sidney will do that to people. Into the gun is Love. Love has been unspectacular in this game. Empty backfield. 2 receivers right. Double tight end. Back goes Love. He's looking. He fires. He completes it. He's got Jacobs over the middle, and Jacobs has a 15-yard gain. He was clear in the middle. Finally brought down by DeJean, but that was a 15-yard gain.
Well, and he just gets underneath everybody, Jacobs, and he's just not covered. They line him up out wide as if he's a wide receiver, and he runs the slant to the inside, just uncovered.
1st and 10, Green Bay at their own 32. Tight end in motion. Single setback, Jacobs. First down, it goes to Jacobs, cuts to the outside, and crawls along the ground for about 3 yards before he's stopped by Blankenship. Maybe 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Green Bay will pass the ball as a changeup, but even playing from behind, they are going to run the ball with Josh Jacobs.
It is 2nd down and 6. They stay with that running game. You are absolutely right. 2nd and 6. Eagles up 16-3. Last 2 minutes of quarter number 3. And the gun again is Love. He pumps, he fires, open, complete at the 45-yard line. Making the catch is Jaden Reed at the Eagles' 45.
Yeah, and Jaden Reed, he gets hit by Dick Cooper, DeJean, that makes the stop. And
Blankenship.
Reed Blankenship, and he's very, very slow to get up.
I think he injured his shoulder. Looked like he was holding his shoulder.
Yeah, he's holding the right shoulder. And now their entire training staff onto the field.
The Eagles had one injury that has to concern you, and that was in the first half, and it was to Jacoby Dean, who left the field on a cart. Now, hopefully, x-rays and everything else will show that it is not serious, but usually when they leave on a cart, they're not coming back the next week.
Well, and for Green Bay, they've already lost Romeo Doubs in the last possession, and he's out. Well, they're checking for a concussion with him. They can't lose other receivers.
1st and 10. This time, the give goes to Jacobs, and he goes no place. They stick with Jacobs a lot. He's got a lot of carries for not many yards.
Yeah, but it's just the way they do things. Now, I am surprised that they didn't get Tucker Kraft more involved. And Musgrave, their other tight end, hasn't been involved at all. But Tucker Kraft, they like to throw the ball to.
Jacobs has 16 carries for 49 yards. 2nd down and 7, Green Bay.
Maybe 3 yards a carry, that's all.
Wilson in the backfield. Under center is Love. Slot to the far side of the field. Love fakes, back, looks, steps up, fires out in the flat that's incomplete. I thought if Love came up, he had about 15 yards of clear sailing right in front of him, and he threw that ridiculous pass.
He just does not look to run. If you look at over the season, I think he's carried the ball just 100 and sometimes. He doesn't look to run at all.
He is the farthest thing from Lamar Jackson you will ever find.
No, it's only 25 carries. He doesn't run the ball.
It is 3rd and 7. Brooks in the backfield. They have to get to the 35 for a 1st down. Back comes Love. He pumps, he fires. He completes it to Wicks down to the 32. He throws well, usually, but he does not have any +1 capabilities.
Boy, you've got green shirts all around Wicks, but this thing is just pinpointed by Jordan Love into a window, in a very small window.
We've got 22 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Eagles leading 16-3. 1st and 10. Jacobs returns to the backfield. Kraft goes in motion. Comes back to the near side. Back goes Love. He unloads and it's incomplete. It was intended over the middle for Wicks, but he touched it and dropped it. It'll be 2nd and 10. 7 seconds to go. So this could do it for quarter number 3. Eagles on top, 16-3. It's not a lock. They're in good shape, but there's a full quarter to go. The Eagles woke up on their last possession, and that was encouraging.
One that Wicks knows that he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Again, shotgun. Love. Jacobs to his left. Gives it to Jacobs, who breaks the tackle, comes forward, has a 1st down, running down the field across the 5, and he's down to the 1. Jacobs, and they say touchdown. He crosses the plane. Jacobs, with his shirt being dragged from behind, kept on his feet, and then lurched towards the end zone, and they say he got in. I'm not sure when you see where his knee hit. Yeah, I guess he did.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if he did. I think his knee hit.
Yeah,
I think this is coming back.
Yeah, this is going to end up on the 1-yard line.
Was short of the goal line.
Yeah. That'll be 1st and goal at the 1.
Yeah, but that was a poor job of tackling by the Eagles defensively.
And there's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. The Eagles 16, the Packers 3 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.
All right, chat. So the Packers, a long play there. and Jacobs' knee was down before he crossed the goal line. That will get called back. Yeah, Sloppy Joe's, the COO, literally just left to go get the buns and my monsters for tomorrow. But here we go. Packers red zone. 1, 2, 3, 4. They will definitely call that touchdown back. No doubt in my mind on this one. But 16-3, the Packers, you assume, will probably get a tutty here and make it a 6-point game again. Those extra points always come back. They always come back. Shout out to the 507 in the house. Please hit that sub button and give the video a like to reward the work. Nobody does these live streams quite like Valhalla Sports Talk. Not too loud. I got an earbud in to listen in here. All righty, Bobby. Too funny, man. You're a trip. You are an absolute trip, my friend. Let's get back to it.
We're going to bring you the best comedy from some of the best and our favorite comedians.
Like Nate Borgazzi, Dusty Slay, and Leanne Morgan, just to name a few.
By the way, she owes me money.
And we each host our own shows every week.
Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup.
Sirius XM 97, your home for great American comedy.
It's soccer's most thrilling league.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
And now every match is on the Sirius XM app.
Can you believe it?
From the title race.
This is remarkable. Keeps this title charge on track, surely.
To the relegation fight.
The impossible may still be possible.
Hear every English Premier League match on the Sirius XM app and talk about all the EPL drama on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Sirius XM on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88.
We're now entering the round fourth quarter, presented by Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL. Toyota, let's go places. As we begin the fourth quarter, the Packers have a first and goal at the half-yard mark. And what they've been doing so far in short yardage is slipping the tight end, Tucker Kraft, in to take the snap, and he barrels in. Let's see if they do it again. Well, so far they line up with Love under center. They have three tight ends. On first down, Love takes it. He gives it inside to Jacobs, and Jacobs on second effort is in. He scores. And after the extra point is converted, and we assume it will be, the Eagles will be leading by 6 points. Not very comforting.
No, that's not a comfortable position. This offensive line, though, for Green Bay, I think they do a really nice job. They've had a lot of penalties that's hurt them throughout the game.
I think 4 by the guard. 4 holding penalties.
Well, they lost Eldon Jenkins early in the game, and they've replaced him with 2 different ones, but both seem to be caught up with penalties.
Here's an important extra point. Spotted, kicked up, and good. So we have a 16-10 Eagles lead in the fourth quarter. Does that make you feel secure? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. Eagles have played so-so football, and they're capable of a lot better. Today's stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865.
But Jacobs now 17 carries for 80 yards. That last possession, he really jumped up. And that was a 9-play drive, 78 yards and a 1-yard touchdown push. Josh Jacobs.
The deep men will be Isaiah Rodgers.
Jalen Hurts is now connected on 9 of his 16 passes for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Gainwell, the other deep man.
I think he'll need to go back to that passing game and move this team down the field once again.
I do too. But he did show some spark on that last drive, particularly hitting Devontae Smith. Where's A.J. Brown today?
They want to take A.J. Brown away. They want to take both these wide receivers away. That's why they're playing so much 2-deep zone.
Here's the kickoff. It is high and it is deep, but coming up with Rodgers taking a knee 1 yard deep. So they'll bring it out to the 30.
So Jaden Reed, I'm watching him go to the locker room. So that's another one of their wide receivers that may not be available for this fourth quarter.
Well, they still have a couple out there who can play, including that Dontavius Wicks. 1st and 10 Eagles, moving left to right here in the fourth quarter. Trying to move to the divisional round next weekend, next Sunday. 1st and 10. Eagles with the ball at the 30. Barkley standing next to Hurts in the gun. Motion to the near side of the field, and Smith. Hurts is back. Hurts is looking, has time, fires, juggled and caught. It's Goddard again across the 40 with a first down.
Yeah, really nice job here. The patience of Jalen Hurts, letting Dallas Goedert get across the formation and just outrun the safety, and he puts it on him for a first down.
1st and 10 up at the 40. Slot to the far side of the field. Barkley to the left of Hurts. Double tight end. Calcaterra in. Hurts fakes, keeps, runs, and picks up 5 yards on a quarterback keeper. And Agbari makes the stop, but a 5-yard pickup. Jalen running well and showing no reluctance to carrying the ball.
Yeah, and most importantly, running at the proper times, the right times, and that's what's key.
It is 2nd down and 5. 3 receivers, including Calcaterra, out to the far side of the field. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Give goes to Barkley. He pushes, he shoves up the middle, and he's very close to a first down again.
Yeah, just control the line of scrimmage, and you can control the game. And, yeah, just that's really what you need. Control the line of scrimmage, keep moving the chains. And the Packers have really had the time of possession in their favor.
But they're going to move the chains back.
Before
and say he didn't make it.
Bro, before this possession, the Packers had the ball 6 minutes more than the Eagles have had the football. So they've controlled the time of possession, but it's that time in the game now where you want to control the clock. You want to run time off the clock.
Reset the game clock to 13:47.
They had moved the chains without the officials' indication. Johnny Wilson is in. It is 3rd down and 1.
Is that a blocking indicator that Johnny Wilson is in?
It may be. It's a tight formation. Nobody split.
Then they're just going to push it.
They're going to just shove. They're just going to push. Hurts takes it. He fakes. He's back. He is going deep. He wants A.J. Brown, incomplete. They faked it. They had A.J. Brown, who had beaten his coverage, but the ball was just overthrown.
Yeah, because Jalen has to put this up a little sooner than he wants to put it up, so he wasn't able to hit his target. But they're going to keep the offense on the field, and now it's the push, which means it's crunch time.
It is.
And you know what the play is here. Open a bag of chalk, tangy, hers, salt and vinegar chips, hers. It's rooted in flavor.
Here is the touch push with Hurts. He pushes, he shoves, he has it. Rarely.
So that's why you can go for it and try and get the big play on 3rd down, because you know you've got one more down and you know what's going to happen. Everyone in the stadium knew what was going to happen.
13 minutes to play in regulation. Eagles leading 16-10. Hurts lines them up in a pistol with Barkley behind him. Slot to the far side of the field. Double tight end. Give goes to Barkley off the left side. Not much. About 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 10. Tackled by McDuffie. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Eagles up 16-10. That's not comfortable. And the gun is Hurts. Shotgun. Double wing. Barkley to his left. First down and waits at the 38. Hurts screens out in the flat to Barkley, and Barkley is pushed out of bounds well short of the first down. And a penalty flag is thrown, and it's going to be on Green Bay for a personal foul. I believe
you're right. And I don't know why, but the officials seem to want to huddle and talk this one over before they assess the penalty.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 25. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Tough for us to get a look at it with the players on the sideline, but Barkley is pushed out of bounds. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
They're engaged, and yeah, that's.
If it wasn't,
I don't know. That's
kind of.
Yeah.
If we were against the Eagles, we'd be. Rather livid.
Yeah, that's home cooking.
I think it is. At any rate, be thankful for small favors. 1st and 10, the ball at the Packers 26. Hurts under center. Barkley behind him. Motion. Devontae Smith. Hurts on first down. Gives to Barkley. Off the right side, and he lurches down to the 20. He must be getting close to 100 yards.
Yes, he is. But I'm impressed.
Nixon on the tackle.
I'm impressed by Nixon. Keyshawn Nixon. Barkley just couldn't shake him. He squares up on him, and he doesn't let Barkley get him to step one way or the other, and he makes the stop on Barkley in the open field. That's impressive.
Gainwell comes in. Barkley has 18 carries for 86 yards. Under 12 to play in regulation. Hurts in the gun. 2 receivers stacked to the far side of the field. 2nd down. Hurts gives to Gainwell. Gainwell tries to cut, and he's down at about the 15-yard line. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, but another first.
Another first, and the clock keeps ticking. Eagles are in the Deborah Heart and Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. Barkley back in. Ball inside the 15. Hurts in the gun, slot to the far side of the field. Hurts fakes, keeps, runs to the outside, and is pushed out. The Eagles are going to get a holding penalty. Hurts on a keeper, but I think the Eagles are going to do what Green Bay has done so much today, and that is hold.
Offense, number 6, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
And he knew it.
Devontae Smith.
He was saying to the official, I can't believe you called that.
He doesn't get a whole lot of holding penalties. He's not really an effective holder.
He shouldn't be much of a blocker. He's 170 pounds.
Yeah. At any rate, it backs the Eagles up, and they have a 1st and 20. Now, down here, now there's plenty of time left, but even a field goal is big.
Yeah.
Because they have a 6-point lead, and that would make it 9.
Makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hurts lines them up again. Barkley to his left. Slot to the far side. A.J. Brown to the near side. It is 1st and 20. I'd like to see A.J. Brown get involved in this with a big play. Hurts calls for the football. He's back. He's looking. Still looking. Fires. Complete on the far side of the field to Smith for a short gain. Brought down by Valentine. Pickup of 8. So that will bring up a 2nd down and 12.
They try to take away those outside throws, and especially when you watch A.J., they're going to roll that safety over the top so that he doesn't get an opportunity to beat them.
How about Dotson? He got Dotson early in the game for a touchdown.
I like that call, Coach.
2nd down and 12. Hurts again in the gun. Dotson in the near side slot. Hurts back. Hurts looks. Hurts still looking. He's rolling. He's going to run penalty flag, another hold. Hurts takes off to the far side of the field, and he's tripped up as he comes across the 15. However, it's coming back. Edgerrin Cooper made the stop, but it's coming back again.
And Jordan Mailata, you can tell the guilty party.
65, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Oh, this one's on Lane Johnson, he's saying, but I thought watching Jordan Mailata trying to talk the officials, I expected it to be called on him. But now they're backing themselves up.
They are.
It's the 7th. penalty, and 64 yards they've given up in penalties.
They have to get inside the 5 for a first down, and they're going to line up at the 26. 9 minutes to play in regulation. Eagles by 6 at 16-10. Gainwell comes in. Goddard in motion. And Hurts is going to take a timeout.
Charge timeout. Philadelphia, their first will be 30 seconds.
So the Eagles take a timeout right here to figure things out.
It's a big play. It's a big decisions to be made right here. Do you want to try and get it all in one? I don't think so. I think if you can just make sure that you got a play called, they're going to play zone coverage. They're going to try and take away your outside guys. That 3-level stretch seems to work well against them. And Jalen Hurts, he's now 12 of 20 passing the ball, I think it is. 12 of 20 passing for 122 yards, 2 touchdowns. You want to try and get at least half this back.
Mike, the Eagles are up 16-10, but this isn't the Eagles playing at the level that they played at when they beat Baltimore and Pittsburgh this year. It's not their finest game. They're okay.
And I think if the passing game works a little bit better, it opens up the run lanes a little bit more. But you got to give Green Bay some credit here. They've played really good defense.
They've just got to get through this thing and head for the next round. It is 2nd and 22. Hurts in the gun. Motion to the near side of the field. And Dotson. Hurts back. Setting up. Looking. Firing. Wide open. It's Goddard. Inside the 20. And he pushes his way to the 18. Cooper grabs him and throws him down. 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, that's getting some of it back. And Jalen Hurts hit just as he's releasing the football, and he gets up very slow, but he makes the connection to Goddard. And if nothing else, you're certainly in the range of Jake Elliott.
3rd and 13. Hurts in the gun. They have to get down to the 5. That's the key. Slot to either side. Gainwell to his left. Hurts calling for the football. He pitches, he fakes. Now he's going to run, and he's going to cut back, and he's going to head to the outside and be thrown down well short of the first down. He doesn't get there. Xavier McKinney stops him after 5. So in comes Jake and the field goal unit. Now Elliott made a field goal of 21 yards. He missed an extra point. But this would be very big because it would give them a 9-point lead. It will be a 30-yard field goal. Typically for Elliott, it's a chip shot. It's an extra point. That's all it is. Ball is spotted. Kick is up. And the kick is good. That is a big kick. There's another $500 donation for the local Chevrolet dealers Kids for Kids program, benefiting the Child Life Education and Creative Arts Therapy Department at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 19, the Packers 10. On the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Eagles All-Pro wide receiver Mike Quick. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone for one of their top brands in any condition. Guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited Ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at any Philly area Verizon store.
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
To everybody that be living it up, we said.
Yo, what's up? It's Sirius XM Fly. I can't come to the phone right now because I'm over on channel 50 playing those 90s.
What's my name? Let's flip the track, bring the old school back.
And 2000s hip-hop and R&B throwbacks. Commercial free, 24/7. Pull up, channel 50, and at home with SiriusXM on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices. Holla.
Up the middle. Touchdown.
You're listening to SiriusXM.
On the WIP Afternoon Show with Ike, Spike, and Fritz, 2 to 6.
7.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles leading the Packers 19-10. Those 3 points were very important. Elliott to kick off. The dangerous Keyshawn Nixon, who has certainly been racked and battered and banged down today, will give it another shot.
Yeah, but you don't want to give him a crease.
Yeah, that's right. Here's the kickoff. Elliott hits a line drive. Nixon takes it. No, lets it go by him. He thought about taking it and then thought it could bounce off his shins and be a free ball. So he sashayed to his left and it went through the end zone.
Now you need the defense to come up. The Packers only have, I think, 3 eligible receivers at this point because they've lost a couple guys.
Here's a good thing, Mike. That landed in the landing zone and went through the end zone.
Comes
to
to
the Packers.
20.
It only goes to the 20. So that's big. All right. 1st and 10. Packers moving right to left. 7.5 to go in regulation. Eagles by 9. Jacobs in the backfield with Love. They start out in a pistol. 1st down. Back goes Love. He's loading up. He's looking. He floats it to Jacobs in the flat. Jacobs runs for a 1st down. Now cuts back and adds 5 more yards to his initial pickup.
Jacobs is always an option. You know, there's nothing downfield, but Jacobs is going to leak out after he blocks, and there's no one around him.
This game is not in the comfort zone yet by any stretch of the imagination. Wilson in the backfield. Love in the gun. Love, this time, gives to Wilson. And Wilson goes forward for about 4 yards.
You might see a little bit more of Wilson because Jacobs kind of limped off the field. When Josh Jacobs finished that last play, he limped off the field, and he's kind of over on the sideline just taking his time, but you can see there's a noticeable limp.
Just to mention it again, because it is significant, that Kobe Dean carted off in the 1st half. That has long-range implications as far as the playoffs are concerned. It is 2nd and 6 for the Packers. Tight formation. Love takes the snap. He fires out on the far side. Making the catch is Kraft, the tight end, but he'll be 3 yards shy of a 1st down as Zach Vaughn muscles him out of bounds.
Yeah, he makes the catch, but there is nothing to gain after that because of the tight coverage and Zach Vaughn getting him out of bounds.
6:05 to go in regulation. Eagles by 9. Packers 6 for 11 on 3rd downs. None bigger than this. Love and the gun.
Only 1 sack on Jordan Love and just 1 hurry so far in this game.
3 receivers on the near side of the field. Love instead hands it off inside, and being stacked up and stopped at the 40-yard line is Wilson that time, Emmanuel Wilson, for no gain, and they're keeping the Packers offense on the field.
I think they even lost the yard on that possession. I don't think it was just a no gain. They lost one, and now they're going to go for it on 4th.
This could be the game right here. This could be the game right here. If the Eagles stop them, they're in great shape. Love the gun. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Wilson to his left.
Fans doing their part, making it difficult to communicate.
They must get to the 44. Back goes Love. He fires. He completes it. He has to fire. Is he in?
He's out of bounds.
They say he's out of bounds. It was caught by Heath on the sideline. Now let's get an official ruling. Let's see what the official says.
I am completely unofficial, but I think he stepped out of bounds. When he landed, his foot was on the white chalk.
He did. So there's a timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 19, the Packers 10. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly born since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. It's time for intelligent design, plus exciting performance. Get a new vehicle you'll love. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The postseason action continues when the Washington Commanders.
Gator's lobbed it up towards McLaurin. He's open, over his shoulder, caught! Touchdown, Washington!
Battle the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First down and goal from the 1. Pass the left side. Caught ball. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Catch the national broadcast on NFL Radio Channel 88. The Commanders call on Sirius 82 XM 226. The Bucs call on Sirius.
Hey, thanks for being here, chat. Green Bay doesn't get it on a 4th and 3. They're looking at it, but that foot was obviously out of bounds. Turnover on downs to the Eagles. We've got 4:58 remaining in this fourth quarter. That other game is going to start in about 33 minutes. So we're going to be cutting it real close, y'all. But I will come up as soon as I can on Commanders, Buccaneers for Sunday Night Football. And, of course, I'll be here tomorrow night for Vikings versus Rams. But thank you for being here. We're pushing like 700 in the chat, which is nice to see the way things have been going. But I encourage you to hit that subscribe button if you are new and want to reward the effort. It's free. And hit that like button. That'll help me with the YouTube algorithm, both in this stream and in future streams. But 143 likes, a little over 12,000 views. Thank you so much.
Eagles playoff football, recapping the Birds and Packers tomorrow morning. Joe DeCamera, John Ritchie, 94 WIP.
4:58, separating the Eagles from the divisional round of the playoffs. If they win, it will be here next Sunday. If Washington wins tonight, the Eagles play the winner of the Rams-Vikings game. If Tampa Bay beats the Commanders, the Eagles play Tampa Bay here. 1st and 10. Eagles at the Packers 41. Pistol formation. Barkley behind Hurts. Hurts gives it off to Barkley. Off the left side he goes, and he picks up 5 more yards. Kenny Clark makes the stop.
Yeah, at this point, you just want to see exactly what the Eagles just did. Really good blocking up front. Saquon Barkley coming in behind.
First, it will be 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 4:53.
Now Green Bay is where they have to start to use timeouts.
Barkley is 9 yards away from his umpteenth 100-yard game.
Devontae Smith seems to be limping.
All right, chat, we're going to stay on the main screen for this one, for the end of this one. Joe387, thank you for the sub. But we'll stay on the main for the rest of this one so that the little graphic that was behind me doesn't spoil. And please don't spoil in the chat, y'all. There's some folks that just listen to these games on YouTube, and you kind of ruin the experience for them if you spoil. But here we go. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. About 5 minutes remaining.
To the field. Motion. Jahan Dotson. Again, it goes to Barkley. Barkley with nothing this time. Is met at the line of scrimmage and thrown back. Now it's going to be a penalty flag on the Packers again.
It's a good job by Green Bay. So Saquon's not bothered by this at all. He's down posing, signaling first down.
Penalty flag on the Packers for just being stupid. Here they stopped them and have the Eagles in a 3rd down.
That's exactly right.
And they just gave them a first down.
And Van Ness gives them a hard shove at the end.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 93, 15-yard penalty.
Now they're calling it on T.J. Slayton, but he and Van Ness give him a big shove at the end.
Yeah, that play was blown dead. They could clearly hear the whistle. 7th penalty on the Packers today. That may have just about ended the suspense in this game. Eagles led it 10-0. Packers came back and added a field goal after missing one. Let's go down to Devin.
Thanks, Merrill. So just wanted to weigh in. I heard you guys chatting about Devontae having a slight limp. A.J. Brown, of course, not seeing too much action. It's worth noting that both Devontae and A.J. missed a couple practices apiece this week. A.J. Brown actually started one and then was taken out essentially with a trainer on Wednesday and did not return. This is because of rest, and he's maintaining a knee injury that's actually been bothering him all season long. Devontae also dealing with a lingering injury. Guys, back to you.
All right, 4:47 to go in regulation. Eagles leading 19-10. Boy, when you're a coach like Matt LaFleur, this has got to drive you nuts.
Yes.
When your team does what this team has done today.
And the damage is already done. He's over screaming at T.J. Slayton, but the damage is done.
Yeah, he just ruined their chances of winning. Gave the Eagles a first down. Eagles go with a double tight end.
Discipline in so many areas. It's so important to winning football.
4:47 to go in regulation. I think we're going to see some Saquon right here. 1st and 10. Saquon needs 9 yards for another 100-yard game. Hurts in the pistol. Gives it off to Saquon, and Barkley picks up about 2 yards. Kenneth Clark makes the tackle.
Green Bay's going to use another of their timeouts with just one remaining.
Their second. It will be 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 4:43.
Barkley has 92 yards on 21 carries.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 4:43 to go in regulation. Eagles by 9. Eagles have not played their best. They have not played their best today. They've had their moments. They've had some impressive plays.
Right.
But you know they're capable of better offense than what we've seen today.
The defense, they've done kind of what the defense does.
Yeah.
They've done a really nice job against a great running attack of the Green Bay Packers.
Held them to 10 points so far in the pistol. Hurts comes back to Barkley, and Barkley barrels his way forward for another 2 yards. The Eagles are in the Deborah Heart Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. It'll be 3rd down and 8. And I would think that they'll run.
You think?
I would think they will run.
Yeah, it's really all about burning the time off of the clock at this point. You're almost to the 4-minute mark.
Eagles are only 2 for 10 on 3rd down conversions. So if they want something to work on this week, they found it. 3rd and 8. Again, it goes to Barkley. And Barkley leans forward and takes it across the 15 down to the 13. And Jake Elliott and company will come on.
Green Bay's got that one timeout remaining. But they're going to get, I think it's Quay Walker. He almost held up the game on the previous play, but this time he's not able to get off the field, and they're going to call a timeout. An injury timeout.
Yeah, they will. 3:42 to go in regulation, or in the game for all practical purposes. And as I said, the Eagles will either meet Washington if they win tonight, if they beat Tampa Bay, or if Tampa Bay wins. If Washington wins, the Eagles will play the winner of the Rams-Vikings game.
Yes.
They will not play Washington. If Washington wins, the Eagles play the winner of the Rams-Vikings game. If Tampa Bay wins, then the Eagles play Tampa Bay. You want Tampa Bay? Or do you want Minnesota? Or the Rams? Although I would pick Minnesota to beat the Rams. What do you think? Here's Jake Elliott with a 32-yard field goal attempt.
3 minutes, 34 seconds clock running here in the fourth, Shelby.
All right. Elliott, 2 for 2 in the field goal department today. Missed one extra point. Eagles let the clock run. And they will snap it right now. They will take a timeout.
Philadelphia, your second. It will be 30 seconds.
All right, they let the clock run down to 3:14. And Jake runs over to the net.
3:15. 3:15 of the game clock, please.
I like the strategy.
Sure, just run the clock.
Yeah, they don't have any real use for those timeouts. Let the clock run all the way down as far as you can. Use the timeout and burn time off the clock.
This will give them a 22-10 lead. 12-point lead with just over 3 to play. This has not been the Packers' finest hour. Man dealing at the 22. The kick is up, the kick is away, and the kick is good. And so the Eagles lead 22-10. There's another $500 donation from the local Chevrolet dealers Kids for Kicks program, benefiting the Child Life Education and Creative Arts Therapy Department at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So the Eagles in good shape.
Yeah, but I think it's a much tougher fight than many people thought this game would be. Many people thought that the Eagles would just run away with this game, and you see the fight from Green Bay. It's just they don't have enough firepower. And their quarterback, who hasn't thrown an interception in 7 games, well, he threw a couple here today.
Yeah, going into this game, Mike, he had thrown 173 passes without a pick.
Yeah, seven games in a row.
Well, he made up for it. He really hasn't been very good today.
With Josh Jacobs limping around in that last possession, I'm wondering if they'll even bring him back out.
Well, they don't have to save him for next week. Here's the kickoff by Elliott. It is deep, and Nixon takes it 6 yards deep and takes the knee. Look, the Eagles haven't played great football today. Not what they're capable of, but they played well enough. They did what they had to do when they had to do it, and they will come away with a comfortable Wildcard Weekend win.
Sure. They just answered my question. Chris Brock is on the field.
3:12 to go. It'll be either the Rams, the Vikings, or the Bucks here next Sunday. We don't know whether it will be the 3 o'clock or the 6 o'clock game. Back goes Love. He's tackled by Nolan Smith, who's got another sack. Boy, Nolan Smith is good, isn't he?
Yeah, that's an excellent job by Nolan Smith. And it's only the second sack of the game, but Nolan Smith on another one. And another
Packer hurt.
Yeah, another Packer down.
That sack sponsored by Verizon. For every sack this postseason, Verizon will donate $500 to the Travis Manion Foundation. Get to your local Verizon store today. The Philadelphia Eagles, powered by Verizon.
If there's a worse time, this is it for a guy to get hurt, and especially a serious injury. And I hope that this is not what this is, but when you see an offensive lineman and someone rolls into his legs the way this just happened, you have real concerns about the health of that player.
You're right. You are right. I feel very, very bad about the injury to Nakobe Dean because he came off on the card.
Yeah. So now
he's had such a great season.
They're going to end up lining up another rookie, the Packers are, on their offensive line, the center, Jacob Monk.
There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles on their way to the next round. Now, hold on a second. Joe said wait.
Well, we do what Joe says around here.
Usually. Even if it doesn't make sense.
Joe's the boss.
Jacob Monk is the injured
No, Monk's coming in.
Monk is coming in.
Yeah, Monk's the rookie out of Duke.
He is. Boy, these injuries have taken a long time.
And the cards coming out.
Oh, my.
Which is always a terrible sign.
Isn't that awful? Timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 22, the Packers 10. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
PNC. All right, Chad. All right. We got 3:02 remaining in this fourth quarter of this NFC wildcard game here on Sunday afternoon, early evening. And the Eagles with a 22-10 lead. And this thing's over, y'all. I paid out Voint's bets already. There was a little over 50,000 in the kitty there, so maybe some of you gained a little bit. Win probability, according to ESPN, for the Eagles right now is at 99.8. That's good enough for me. And it's going to be a quick changeover. We're about 19 minutes to the top of the hour. So it's going to take me, 5 to 10 minutes to get switched over. So I'm going to come up late on that one, but hope to see y'all over there. We'll finish out this one and just go from there. Jamie, thank you for the new subscribe. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. Back to it.
Join me in a cast of Pro Wrestling Hall of Famers for reactions, insights, and interviews with the biggest names. Plus, weekly sessions all about their decades of wrestling expertise that we call the Masters Class. Download Busted Open now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcast.
This week on Let's Go with Bill Belichick, Max Crosby, Peter King, and me, Jim Gray.
Coach, what are your thoughts on Mayo being let go?
It's no surprise. There's so many coaches now that are released after a year and a half. You need that shared vision between ownership and coaching and scouting, and that's when you can be successful. And I had that up until about the last 4 years in New England. And when you have that shared vision, you have a chance and you can get a lot done.
Listen to the extended version of Let's Go, now available exclusively on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness.
Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown on SiriusXM.
All right, they are extremely late getting back to the game, y'all.
Front.
The Packers completed a long pass, but it was called back
on the day
due to an offensive penalty.
22-10. But it's hard to believe, hard to say that when you're up by 12 points and you're going to win it going away. But the Eagles are better than that. The Eagles have outplayed this team completely. Packers have not been very good. It is 2nd and 23. Love fumbles the snap from center. Then he heaves it into the flat, completes it to Chris Brooks. Now there's another penalty on the far side of the field.
There's an ineligible receiver downfield. That's number 1. I don't know what the number 2 penalty is.
It's on the Packers. I'll tell you something. Last year, the Cowboys.
After replay assist, there is no foul for an ineligible player downfield. It is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, just run the clock.
Last year in the playoffs, the Packers as a wild card team went into Dallas and annihilated the Cowboys.
Yes, they did.
Just beat them up backwards and backwards and sideways every other way. They just pounded them away. In this game, they have really not made much of a showing. They've had to play here and play there, but for the most part, the Eagles have walked their way through this.
There is no foul for an ineligible downfield. It was a completed pass.
If you want to be a completed pass, you can have a completed pass. All right, 2:31 to go in regulation in this game. 2nd and 23 for Green Bay. Back again goes Love. He's looking. He floats it out in the flat. He completes it. Running along the sideline is Emmanuel Wilson all the way up to the 45-yard line. Big play. Reed Blankenship chases him out of bounds.
So this check down is a design check down. You get the tight end out in front of him, and then you just dump the ball off. Once the defense gets downfield, then you just dump the ball off, and he's got an escort down the sideline.
2:15 remaining in this game. Packers line up with 3 receivers to the far side of the field. And the gun is Love. Back goes Love one more time. Here comes the rush. He steps forward. He completes it down to the 40-yard line. Making the catch is Melton, taking a big hit from Blankenship. Blankenship pummeling. And we will get the 2-minute warning right here.
This is the 2-minute warning.
So,
all right, chat, we are at the 2-minute warning. They're showing a lot of the Packers players that were injured in this game being carted or walking off the field into the locker room. But 22-10, Eagles with the lead at the 2-minute warning. I might get lucky and hit 15K views on this bad boy. We did hit 164 on the likes. I will drop the gifted membership in the next stream. That's how that's going to work. Because I need to get those 150 likes well before the end of the game, y'all. I need to get them at halftime to help me out, Eddie. But I'll drop one in the next stream for sure. So hope to see you there. Again, it will take me a little bit to switch over. We're pushing right up against 10 minutes till right now. So I'm going to be late. It's going to be late. That's going to cost me a little bit, but it is what it is when you do a triple header here on YouTube. Tomorrow night, Vikings-Rams here on the channel. Hope you join us for that. And then just a little, close to a week from today, right? Or a little bit less than a week from today, we've got that national championship game between Ohio State and Notre Dame. Hope you join us for that as well. But thank you so much for being here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of this one, and we're probably going to exit out of here pretty quick. So I'll say good day, Gracie. Thank you to my mod squad, and also thank you to all of you for being here. Everett, I'm teasing you. You understand that. And here we go. Here we go.
For 14-3.
I remember when we said that about Minnesota back in the year the Eagles went to the Super Bowl and won it. And right here, the Eagles completely dismantled what everyone thought was the hottest team in the postseason that year.
You're right. You're right.
These games are so difficult to predict.
Of course, that was the NFC Championship game. Whoever the Eagles play next week, even if they win, there's one more game to go. Now, the best scenario would be for Detroit to lose somewhere along the line and then have the NFC Championship game right here.
Through here, yeah.
That's what I would most like to see. First and 10. Packers at the Eagles 40. Love in the gun. Love back. He's rolling. He's still rolling. He is going deep downfield, and it is intercepted! Intercepted! The first interception of Quinyon Mitchell's career.
How about that? It's about time. Q has had many opportunities, and finally he gets an interception in the end zone that could possibly seal this thing. It's the 4th takeaway by this defense on the night.
What's up, David Medina?
But Quinyon Mitchell's gotten his
I don't know who Matt Ramage is.
The very first game.
TJ Josty.
I think Gardner Johnson has taken away a couple of his interceptions, but Quinyon Mitchell finally getting his first. And I hope
11 and a half for you,
football.
Joe. Looks like some of you are cashing. I feel bad for that better that had Barkley, and Barkley didn't get a touchdown.
Yards.
But anyway, congrats to those of you that won your bets for this game.
Just about into victory formation position. Barkley in. Give it to Barkley one more time and let him hit 100. Pistol formation. Hurts on first down. Gives it to Barkley. And Barkley plows forward, and there's his 100 yards. Picks up about 3. That will put him over the 100-yard
All right,
marker.
did anyone have
Again, that's very ordinary for him.
A parlay bet with Barkley over 100 yards?
24 carries,
just
102
cashed if
yards.
he did.
The clock is ticking, and now they can begin the victory formation.
Yes.
Eagles 14-3 in the regular season, and they keep it going by beating the Green Bay Packers decisively without their best game. It's not their A game.
No.
It's okay, a B- game, but they will win it. In the pistol. Again, it goes to Barkley. And again, he breaks. He's at the 40 and he falls down. He could have taken that home. He was out in front of the world. He could have taken that.
Barkley was out the gate, Chat. He was out the gate. And if he'd have turned on the burners, that would have been, oh man, I feel so bad for people that had Barkley touchdown.
All he has to do is just keep running because you can't catch this guy. But
he said, I'll slide down and save some for next week.
25 carries for Saquon for 119 yards on the day. It's a good day's work. Sit down and take a rest.
And now it's time for the victory formation. It wasn't the best game the Eagles ever played, but it was a very solid win.
That was insane. 22-10 is your final. Eagles defeat the Green Bay Packers in this NFC wildcard round playoff game. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's official. But thank you all for being here. I'm going to bounce out of here really quick. But again, we'll see you. Thank you for the support on this one. We just barely bust 15,000. Thank you so much. Again, I will gift a Valhalla Sports Talk membership to somebody that does not have one in the chat in the next stream. It'll take me about probably 10, 15 minutes to come up, y'all. But we'll see you in a few. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air.